Okay. Is it going?
Yes.
All right. Welcome to Fringeworthy. I am your host, Bruce Sheffer, the GM, and with us is Chuck playing Indrani.
Indrani.
I got it right.
Okay, cool.
and Jason playing Kit Hathaway, Kaitlin playing Valentina Vargas, Ken playing Mark Ephraim, and Pat playing Alpin Wixx.
Greetings.
We are on a world that seems to have gone through another world that seems to have gone through some kind of disaster, and they have managed to get somewhat in good with the local government, and they are now on a mission to show the representatives of that government a military guy by the name of Proctor Kremlin. His full name is Proctor Kremlin Sodium 4.6, a 4.G percent. So make of that as you will. And anyways, and his crew of valiant soldiers on their what appears to be electrically solar powered land tank, which they're fresh off of a battle with raiders who popped up out of the ground after they got diverted, trying to avoid running into some rather nasty buzzsaw type creatures that lived under the ground, and here they are continuing south to try to show to them the portal that they came through, because it all sounds pretty crazy. And with them is the one fringe-worthy person they've been able to find, Apurva Ram, an elderly lady who is more than a little excited, and not in a good way, to be on this trip, considering they almost all died by being attacked by raiders. So, but anyways, you had a nice night. Everybody's had a chance to recover, have a good meal. You've gotten around any obvious obstructions, and so you're traveling now south to where the portal is. The Kit set up a beacon before you left, so that he's pretty sure that you guys can find your way back to the portal. So, Kit, give me a science check.
First roll of the game. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that an oh hell no?
Oh hell no. D4 minus 4? 2?
2.
D4 minus 2 and D6 minus 2 if you're unskilled.
Yep. I don't know no science.
I don't know nothing about no science. I just have this blinky thing in my hand. It's supposed to let me know.
They said it was a beacon, so I put the beacon up.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 6.
6. Oh, look at that.
3. I got a 9 minus 2 is 7.
All right.
See, it wasn't so hard at all. And Kit is more than a little surprised to find out that the thing is working, and it actually seems to be giving him a direction.
That way.
Okay. Proctor Kremlin, takes your direction and starts heading off across, away from the normal roadway. It's really more of a path. But anyways, it's that would normally lead you down to the place of madness in the southern area, off to the side a little bit, where hopefully the portal is waiting. So as you go rolling toward it, looking around, you might recognize a rock, here and there. So this is a very hot, rocky desert area. So you didn't leave any real like markers along the way to help you find your way back. So
it's only been a couple of days. I could probably see our tire tracks still.
Wind has
I
a
thought
tendency
that I thought that last session already the Fringeworthy alien that we brought along saw the portal already.
You just call her an alien. How dare you do
yes,
that to Grandma?
he did. Yes, he did. Yes, Ken, I'm just trying to.
How could we be a day's travel away?
Trying to set the stage here, Ken. Is that all right with you?
Okay.
Okay. All right, and yes, you guys roll within 100 feet of the portal, and she suddenly goes, "Oh, look at that! That's amazing! Oh, it's colors in a big arch in the sky." And meanwhile,
taste the rainbow.
Yeah, exactly. And Proctor Kremlin's like looking around, like, "What? He's like, "You guys see this?" Talking to his men, and they're all like, yeah. What do the rest of you have any reaction other than taste the rainbow from Kit down here?
Indrani says, yes, my reaction was similar when I first saw it.
It's so big. It's just it's 25 foot high, but it's so big. It's just hanging in the air.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Smack Kit's arm. How dare you?
What?
There's actually a translation for that in their language.
Does it translate the double meanings or just literally?
Well, like I said, you guys because of the gift of language, you guys do understand, idioms and things like that. So yes, there is an idiom that's essentially the same as what he just said. So,
welcome to Double Entendre Theater.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, you guys can engage in double entendres and that kind of stuff because you guys know the language well enough to do that. All right. Pat, do you have does Alpin have any reaction to this?
Probably be a good spot to stop.
This is a good spot. Okay. All right, hold on. And you're now 100 feet away, like maybe 70 at this point. All right. Okay. He says, well, he looks at you and he says, well, not to cast aspersions on Grandma here, but I don't see anything. What is? He says, Grandma, did they pay you to say that? She goes, no. You can't see that as big as day. It's wow. I mean, get the dirt out of your eyes, youngster.
That's part of being Fringeworthy is you can see these, whereas people who aren't cannot see them.
That's correct.
Well, one of the guards mutters seems like a stupid superpower to me.
I mean, technically you're not wrong, but it is still fun.
Only people that are able to utilize it are the ones that can actually see it.
He says, all right, so Proctor Kremlin says, all right, well, we're here for you to show this thing off to us, so even if we can't see it, which seems like a really suspicious omission on your part.
You'll be able to see it when we go through it.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
That is true.
Who wants to go through first?
I will.
Yeah. Tells the guys, inside. It says, okay, just stay here. Keep an eye out. Well, okay. What? And he says, use standard tactic Beta 5. He says to them, and they all they nod at him, and he hops down off of his little seat, his little jump seat, off the side of the war wagon, and proceeds to start walking forward. All right, and he keeps walking, and he's like, "Let me know when I get to it."
You've already passed.
Oh, okay. I will walk along with him, and I'll guide him to it.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
All right.
Just a little bit farther now.
Little father. All right.
Yeah, I'll take him by the hand if I have to.
Please.
Okay.
Bruce,
What?
what's our senior Fringeworthy's name?
Are you talking
Luca
about
Luca,
The old lady
Oh.
who's with us.
Grandma.
Oh, the old lady.
Grandma.
Okay. Yeah, it's Apurva.
the old lady that lived in the shoe.
Watch
Apurva,
carefully.
which is of Indian descent, and it means unprecedented or new.
So
Bam.
that's perfect for the fact that she's fringe-worthy. They're experiencing something new.
She's
Yep.
shiny and new.
Okay.
Yeah.
Indrani says to Apurva, watch carefully. Pointing to where Jason and Dude are walking.
Okay.
Udor.
Give.
All right. So when now who's Jason's of course disappeared, being the prime person in this particular.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So my
I have a
question to
headset
you
that lets
is
me
that
wander
are
around.
you ahead of Proctor Kremlin or are you lagging behind Proctor Kremlin?
I am walking just slightly behind.
Okay. All right. Well, Proctor Kremlin continues walking forward, and then all of a sudden,
Does he seem
Are
to be
you-
about
are
to
you-
go through the portal?
yes, of course he is.
Okay,
He's
I
gonna
say
walk-
if you have any electronic devices, they may be destroyed by the portal. So if you have some, you might want to leave them behind.
Okay.
Out of-
And he looks over at you and just shrugs his shoulders and turns back and continues walking forward.
Don't listen to
And
science,
I
please.
will.
and Jason, are
I'm
you? Is Kit following? Continuing to follow?
Well, my question is, if I hold on to his hand, can I pull him through the portal? Or is
Why
that
don't you
only
find-
non-living?
If you
Why
go
don't you
through the
find that
portal,
out?
you're stuck going through anyway.
Ken, shush.
I know that.
Why don't you find out?
I'm asking
since
you.
you don't know?
Okay, I'm wondering if I can bring someone with me through the
Yeah,
portal. or
Yeah,
if
I
I
know
get
what
left
you're
behind.
asking. Okay,
Okay, Ken didn't realize what I was asking.
right. So, are
So,
you going to do?
I
are you
will
gonna reach
continue. I will
over and-
step in front of him, take his hand. I'll step out in front, take his hand, and say, "Okay, we're going to cross into the portal now."
Okay.
And then I'll step through the portal.
All right. And you step through the portal, and I guess you're going to continue going forward.
Yeah.
Okay. And all of a sudden, your hands are free. You're on the other side of the
Okay.
portal, on the platform, on the top of the ramp, and he's just
I haven't
like,
tried that before, so.
and he's like, something along the lines of, demons. Yeah. He says, "What the hell was that?" And so forth. And Grandma goes and says, he just, basically the equivalent of, he was rendered to nothing. It's a death trap.
No,
No,
that's
that's the
not
portal.
true. Not at all.
That is how the portal works.
He
just-
just
I'll
turn around and
stepped
come back through.
to the other side.
Yeah, there's another space there. It's not, you don't disappear, you go somewhere.
I'll turn around and come
Anyway.
back through.
All right, turn around and come back through. All right.
Yep.
You see the people in front of you, and
And I
all
go,
of a sudden,
"Ta-da!"
and all of a sudden you feel something really hard jab you in the middle of your back,
Uh-oh.
and
Why?
give me a dex check, agility check.
Agility. Okay.
More fun.
Agility.
Oh, jeez.
I'll go an 8.
An 8. All right. Well, you stumble
An 8.
forward, but you don't lose your balance.
Well, hey there, partner.
All right.
What's that?
So you turn around and you see him standing there with the butt end of his spear, looking rather fierce at you. He says that, what kind of sorcery was that? He said that wasn't funny. If that was some kind of a joke.
Actually, I was trying to see if I could bring you through the portal with me. Let's think of the word portal. It is an opening into another place, correct?
Yes.
I stepped through a portal and went to another place. You are unable to see and or pass through said portal.
Okay.
Only about 1 in 100,000 beings can do this.
He goes. He looks at you. He says, "That's." He says that. And basically, he says, and by the way, he says that was disgusting.
What was disgusting?
It was.
Yes, seeing you being reconstructed as you came back through, seeing your body parts, seeing your guts hanging out in the air like
he
that.
was standing behind me.
Yes, he was behind you on the other side of the portal. He says that was absolutely.
I've never seen myself go through the portal.
Of course
it's
not.
always fascinating.
You can't see yourself,
especially
like
when you go through and suddenly your eyeball, your retinas are on the different side than your eyeballs are, and
right.
it gets you get very blind during that.
I don't do it super slow. I just step.
Yeah, that's why people don't do it super slow.
Okay. Yeah, just go. If you're gonna go.
Yeah, everybody's tried to do it at least once. Most people have, just to see the weirdness of it. But after that, they never want to do it again.
All right, I go to our visitor and
than
say,
a CAT scan.
"You want to try? Do you want to go?"
All right. He goes and says, "Old woman, get over here,
man.
It's your turn."
I walk
Grandma,
with her.
Let's go with.
Okay, and Alpin goes and says, okay, let me make a spirit check here.
You feel no pain, and you feel no pain going through this. I promise.
Okay, Grandma basically turns and starts running away. Fuck
Run away.
I think one of us needs to go get Grandma.
She's
go.
She's running away.
I'm chasing her.
Okay.
Hey, we came all the way out here for you.
Come back. Come back.
You're one of the few people who can go through. You should go through. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Come along with us on the flying bus.
Says the demon.
If you would just try it, just once, please.
Evil spirit.
You might like it.
If you would try it at least once, you would realize that it's not bad. Please, just once.
Here,
okay.
we're gonna go here. This is a chase, so let me do a card here. All right.
Who's chasing her?
Indrani.
Okay. Indrani has a 7. Grandma has a 6. Oh, after quite a bit of playing keep away with her, you finally grab a hold of her. No.
Take that, Grandma.
All right, Bruce, I'm playing my card.
Okay.
I'm going to use the charm ability on a Grandma.
Oh no.
Grandma got run over by
mind control, the people who you're trying to show that we're not bad people.
We're out of game by ourselves, and the whole thing can be interpreted as Indrani being extremely persuasive.
Yes, I sure it is. Okay.
Okay, yeah, sure it is. Yeah.
All right.
I was trying to be persuasive.
All right. So she's charmed. So what do you command her to do?
Okay. Follow me. Trust me. You'll be fine.
Eat your boogers.
I'm not gonna tell her to eat that burgers. Those are for me.
All right.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So
you can keep them.
I trust you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look a little bit like my grandniece.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Yeah, she's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
That's not as nice.
Yeah,
all right.
She's probably
okay.
she's probably a spirit like you are. Anyway,
I'm not a spirit. I'm flesh and blood.
Time to go to hell. I guess it. I haven't lived that good of a life. I've lied. I've cheated. Guess it's only fair. So She wanders.
Okay.
She wanders back with you. Everyone's just looking at her, just wandering behind you, very sinister.
All right. Okay. All right.
So you walk over to the portal.
Walk to the portal.
Okay.
And here goes nothing.
All right.
And we walk hand in hand through the portal.
Hand in hand is in.
Hand in hand.
Taking her hands.
We go through at the same time.
Okay, so you like to put her arm around her or something like that?
Sure,
Follow the yellow brick
road. Come on, Grandma.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's get you in bed, Grandma. Come on, here we go.
Let's eat, Grandma.
Move it or lose it, Grandma. Here we go.
All right.
Let's eat, Grandma.
Okay.
Is that what the comment
and she goes through. Okay, and she goes through, and of course, no one can hear her suddenly go. Because of course.
My God, it's full of stars.
Yeah, exactly. Seeing like the platform, 600-foot platform, and all this stuff, and I've forgotten here. Where is which node are we on here?
1, 0.
It is on 0. Okay.
Yeah.
So that means there's a hell of a lot of stuff going on this platform.
Oh, poor Grandma.
There's all kinds of not soldiers, but people in uniforms, and there's all kinds of equipment, and the smell of diesel fuel is in the air.
Let's hope they don't arrest her.
And of course they're building the donut of death. Or they were originally just going to do the donut of death around Earth Prime, but they're doing the donut of death here at the Elrond as well. So it's like there's gambling and stuff going on, and people, and they're all looking at you. You stay, and someone knows you staying there, and they start pointing at her. She goes, they're pointing at me. The spirits have noticed me.
Oh jeez.
He's a not spirit. They're just like you.
I doubt it. She's a little hysterical.
Okay.
The spirits got trucks. Lift those forklifts.
You mean the huge animals that people ride? Yeah, the big metal animals that people ride.
Yeah. Yeah, big metal animals. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Indrani. What do you say?
But these people have the concept of machines.
Yep. Yes, obviously. You've been riding on one.
If you say trucks, you should know what a truck is. You don't have to describe them as metal animals.
Ken, I think Indrani was about to say something. You just interrupted.
Anyway, you guys are obviously chattering like crazy on the other side.
On the other side,
What's going on with Indrani?
Okay, Indrani looks at Apur. Okay, the player's forgotten her name.
Just call her Grandma.
Grandma, okay. Adam, these are people just like you. No one here is a spirit. We're on the other side. You've been given a marvelous gift.
Okay. A gentleman on the other side on the platform suddenly looks over at you, and he holds up one of those it's basically a megaphone, the old-fashioned ones that it's just conical, and he says, "Hey everybody, we have a brand new Fringeworthy. They found another Fringeworthy. Check it out!" And everyone stops, and everyone starts clapping and cheering and waving, waving their hands back and forth and stuff like that.
Appreciate it, but shut your pie hole. He's scared, for crying out loud. Johnny's annoyed.
He's
annoyed.
But
okay.
Okay, knock it off. Apparently, we're freaking the Mundanes.
If they were spirits, would they be this annoying? These are people like you.
I've never been dead before.
I haven't either.
Oh,
only 18.
Of course not. You were probably born this way. Such as
created. Maybe it's Maybelline.
Created from the mists of the morning. I don't know.
No.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Conceived in the conventional way.
With an egg?
One would assume so if you were here, Jason.
Well, that's another form of being conceived by lots of spirits.
How did you birth your children?
Very painfully.
Yes, my mother had
Actually,
said the same
actually
thing
not
about
at all.
me.
I plopped them out into a nice pile, and
Mhm.
then their father came over and dutifully squatted over them, and they and you know I don't know 12 weeks later they came out of their shells.
That's not
Oh,
how we
Grandma,
do
you
it at
saucy
all.
witch.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, you are on the other side of a gate.
Yeah.
You know how if you go into a home, you pass over the threshold? Gate is the threshold.
Yeah.
You're on the other side of you're in
Uh-huh.
another place.
Yeah. Please, spirit. Channel some Christmas carol here. Please, spirit, if I could I go back? Could I go back, please, to my
Of
to my
course you
home and
can.
my bedroom and my and the things that are familiar to me?
Go. If you wish to go, go.
Turn around, go on your own.
I know there's
She's
nothing
charmed.
stopping
She
you.
can't go without your permission. So yeah, she turns around.
Okay,
And
I'll walk
she
with you. All
and
right,
she
I
sees this
walk with.
huge black thing behind her, and she says, where's the opening? I can't see an opening.
It's right here.
I don't see it. My eyes have failed me. I'm sorry.
My eyes would fail me too if I weren't wearing my glasses. Now,
Wait,
take
Indrani
my
has
hand.
glasses?
Follow me.
All right.
Indrani
Right,
has
so I take her
glasses?
hand and lead her
All
back
right.
through the black circle.
All right. So you do that. You can feel her
Mhm.
resisting, and you're pulling her through. But she's
Yep.
still under compulsion. So.
All right.
You
Okay.
guys on the other side, of course, now have this goal, and everyone gets to see, the beautiful, parts of you popping out, for first the head, the chest, and then the head and various things like that, and you just kind of come out, and
Okay.
the
Disembodied boobies.
yeah, well, if they're big enough, sure, yeah. So
Kid, what's wrong with you?
if you're goose stepping a lot, you get to see
It's
the
a
foot
long
go.
list.
You get to see the foot go in and out, in and disappear
In
again,
and
and come
out.
back
Sure.
out
Yeah.
again.
More.
You put
Yeah,
your left foot in. You put
the
your
arms.
left foot out.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So
all about.
very weird, very very weird. She comes out. She has her eyes shut, by the way.
Okay. That's not a problem.
Couldn't understand what she was doing. She was okay. She opens her eyes. She says, "Oh, thank the gods." Nope, I'm sorry. Zip, zip, zip. No, we don't thank the gods anymore. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Proctor,
They
Proctor Kremlin is just standing there with his eyes. He says, "Yes, right." The old lady. He says, they betrayed us. Remember? Yeah.
gods had
Betrayed you?
nothing.
How?
The gods had nothing to do with it.
The gods in this world did, so they had something to do
God
with it.
sympathizer. I had no idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can keep her.
Yeah, call me maybe.
I don't want. Please do not banish me from my home. My little piece of I don't know. It's my little bit of hardtack. Basically, she my little corner of squalor that I was living in. Please, do not make me wander the deserts until I'm slain by some horrible, horrible creature, or something else unmentionable.
All right. Well,
and he's like rolling his eyes, going, what do you think of me?
We're not going to cast out
Grandma.
Most likely.
I said you could keep. I said they could keep you. I didn't say that you were banished out to the plains to die of heat and cold and various predations. Good heavens!
Why would
Sound good
you
at
banish
all.
her to us?
Well,
do you think she's lying to you?
No, you obviously want her.
Yeah. Well, we were just showing you where we were from.
Yes.
Right. Anyway, so yeah,
you didn't seem to believe us.
All right, so Grandma,
Everyone calls her
please tell us, what did you see when you
went through the portal?
went through whatever it is that you went through, that Kit over here went through. What did you see, Grandma? And she says, it was colors everywhere. Not like the colors in the sky at night. It was blue and red and yellow. It was just swirling colors and a big disc of silvery metal. And on it were all kinds of metal beasts and other people dressed most peculiarly. And and some of them had big cones attached to the ends of their arms, and they would yell through them, and their voices would sound everywhere. And we were on top of a big hill, a metal hill, that went down to the big metal plate, big place. And then Indrani told me to turn around and come back, and so I did.
She mentioned the other portals around the ring?
No. She may not have even noticed them. I don't know.
Would she recognize them as portals?
You got to ask questions, Ken. You can't just go and do that. Okay. Okay. So
I will ask her if she saw the other portals on that metal disc. The black.
No,
circles.
there was no circles of rainbows like here.
No. They're like metal circles with black in them.
Big giant black mouths that were a couple of places and some smaller black mouths, and then Indrani here wanted me to feed myself into the black mouth that was right next to me, and I was very afraid. So I shut my eyes and she took my hand, and now we're back. So
Indrani sighs and says, "Well, she's not wrong."
Yeah.
I will say, if you really want to know, I can go there and take a photograph.
If I had a photograph of you.
Who are you saying that to? Just in general?
Are you saying it to Grandma?
I'll say it to the people who are listening to her.
Okay, and the immediate response is, "What's a photograph?"
A image which
I have Polaroids.
Is produced without having to paint.
I have Polaroids. I'm gonna pull out the Polaroid of the entire team. This is a photograph.
A graduating class.
No,
and where was it taken?
In our home in our home world, where we're from, which is called Earth Prime.
Right, but where?
Yeah, where?
Hatsumi Base in Australia.
Hatsumi Base. Sorry.
Okay, so is this like down inside the electrostatic dome? Is it up in the actual Hatsumi Base part? Is it under the geodesic dome?
Ice.
Is it out on the ice?
No, the electrostatic dome.
Okay, so you're there. All right, so.
Is it us in front of the portal?
Probably not.
No.
You're probably just standing over with a bunch of your stuff, like next to your truck. Probably stand over there next to your truck. So, all right.
Dark
so
chocolate.
He says, this is. So he asked you, where is this that you this very amazing painting was made?
It was made.
Oh, that looks like Hatsumi Base, or under the dome before you go in through the portal to the pathway.
Mm-hmm. He says, I don't understand anything that you just said.
Okay, there's like this dome.
There's a dome.
That's over the portal with the ramp that goes up to it.
So you have a ramp, and there's inside of a dome.
Right.
And
instead of a rainbow thing, we have a ramp.
Okay.
And a black ring around a metal circle with the blackness in it.
Yeah. Why is it different? Why isn't it a rainbow?
some places only have what they call, what are they called?
Warps.
And by the way,
Warps.
these people don't know what a
Warps.
rainbow is. So
It's
Rainbow
a warp,
isn't-
and it's a
rainbow
warp of
isn't in
many
their
colors.
language.
Pretty
A
color.
warp.
They have colors in their language.
They do have colors. She described it. She just said
Yeah,
it's a ring.
okay, so
it's a ring. It's a circle of all kinds of colors. Is what she said.
Yeah.
Initially, when she saw it.
Right. So it's a warp, which is a circle of many different colors that only we can see. If you had a portal station, you would be able to see the portal ring. And I don't know why there's only warps at some places. It seems to be what there's mostly is warps at some places.
Well, how do we get one then? Because this is very hard. I mean,
This is the only.
How do you get one? What?
I mean, how would we even know where this place was if you hadn't led us to it?
Well, you wouldn't have.
You wouldn't.
Unless they had somebody that
no.
Luck.
Unless you had somebody that knew how, unless you had somebody that saw it, that it was Fringeworthy.
So unless we had Grandma along with us, we never would have seen it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
Or someone like Grandma.
Yes.
Someone like Grandma.
Or unless somebody showed you where it was, like we did.
To be fair, Grandma did see it.
1 in 100,000 people can see it.
That's a really big number.
Yes, it is.
That's more people than live inside of our city.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we were lucky to find.
Grandma was lucky to find.
You were very lucky to find Grandma.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't find many people on our world either.
Lucky to have the five of us.
How many people live on your world?
8 billion.
8 billion.
You're lying.
Do they have a word for billion?
Maybe the learned people know this, but as a soldier, I don't think he has any use for words like billion. Probably doesn't know it.
8,000 million.
I actually do not come from the same world that they do.
He comes from a land down under.
All right. So Proctor Kremlin looks at you, Alpin, and says, "So how many people live on your world?"
Okay, out of character. Would I know?
I don't know.
1950s Earth?
Probably, if it's 1950s Earth, we're talking about the Cleveland Earth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd probably be around 5 billion. 3 to 5 billion.
Okay.
Whatever the world population was in 1950.
Probably about that many.
$2.5 billion.
Wow, we've gone from 2.5 to 8 billion. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, it was called geometric growth.
75 years we've fucking quadrupled our numbers.
Most amazing.
About 2 billion, roughly.
Okay. He says that sounds like a really big number.
Yeah, like you said, 8,000 million or 80,000, 100,000. No. 80,
just quit while you're ahead, please.
800.
Why you're behind?
Million.
Just quit
a
while
lot,
you're ahead,
okay? Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot.
With 9 zeros.
And how many people on your world are Fringeworthy, Alpin?
The same, 1 in 100,000.
So you don't really know, right? You haven't gone around and asked everybody. Have you used your little crystal to detect them all?
I haven't personally, but I'm sure somebody has.
I mean, it seems like if you had that many people on your planet, even if there's 1 out of 100,000, it seems like you'd be tripping them over every day.
I have no idea how many Fringeworthy people there were on my planet.
This guy obviously doesn't understand, you know, probabilities and things like that. he's much more of a practical guy. Okay, so
I
Pretty
draw it
much,
on the
yeah.
ground. I draw it on the ground, except for I go
Plus,
8,
there
3,
aren't
0,
that many
0, 0 would be
portals.
the estimated total of
Yeah.
Fringeworthy.
this guy is being challenged by a number like 100,000. Okay.
Wow.
Think of it kind of like the Raiders. We don't know who they are. We don't know where they are. We don't know where they're going to come from.
With
Okay.
a small number of portals to go through.
Okay. Well, anyways, all right. So, yes, go if you have the ability to go. Take Grandma with you, okay, and take pictures
Okay.
of her on the other side, so we know that you haven't just like doctored up some pictures to give
All
back
right.
to us. Not that I would question it, but believe me, the king and queen are definitely going to question it unless you've got some bona fides. Okay, so make an effort to
All right.
to make it make sense. Okay.
Should we also
Okay, Grandma,
take some,
come on,
We
let's
will
go
do
ride
that.
some Broncos.
should we also take some pictures of somebody halfway through the portal so that
No.
strange?
Let's
Please
not.
don't. Please don't.
Okay. All right.
That's horrible looking.
If you do that,
It
you're
is.
on your own here.
Oh, look, there's Johnny. He just got dismembered. You just see the parts before they fall to the ground. Yeah. Except they don't, which doesn't make sense, right? Because we all know what gravity
interesting
is.
but disgusting at the
Oh,
same
sure.
time.
Everyone knows that.
It's that thing that makes things fall to the ground.
Hey, I'm a biologist.
So you'd be making these jokes. Okay.
All right. So what pictures are you going to take?
So we're gonna go through. Who all's going through? I want to go through.
You guys,
I'll go through.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long
I'll
does
go
this charm thing last? By the way.
5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay.
I can
I'd
renew
say
it
that
if I want
I'd
to.
say she's
But I
kind
don't
of
really
out
feel need
out
to.
of it. I mean, she's
I'd
no
say
longer
so.
under
Sure,
the charm
sure.
at this point.
Sure.
Since you haven't done
So
anything that she would feel a violation of herself, other than
I
just
haven't.
being super, super afraid, and you made her go through anyways. She
Yeah.
doesn't feel antagonistic towards you. She's
Well,
not
that's always good
displaying
to
any
know.
antagonism. She may kill you, slit your throat in your sleep tonight, but she doesn't show that to you.
Way to go, Grandma.
Okay, so Indrani and Kit go through with Grandma. Anybody else go through?
I'll go with.
Yeah, Alpin will go through.
I mean, if everybody else is going, I'll come too. No reason to be
Okay,
separated.
so we all
here.
go through
Yeah.
with
Are you
Grandma.
all going to go through, or is it?
Sure.
Apparently.
You know what? Just for collateral, I'll stay back then.
Okay.
If someone
so I'll
wants
just
to take my
say
camera, you're welcome to.
This is all teams 9 plus except Valentina.
I'm collateral damage.
Take Grandma.
You're a
through
hostage.
To take pictures. Okay. All right. So you take her through, and again,
We get a picture of her on a bulldozer. We get a picture of her eating some pizza.
Oh jeez.
Sure.
Oh yeah, I gave
We'll
one
get
of
some,
my.
some of the roughnecks that are working on the donut.
Yeah,
Standing there with Grandma, waving,
with another
being
race.
terrified. What's that?
A race too. Get a picture of her with somebody else of another species.
Oh, are there any alien core here on the
probably, very likely, as I mentioned earlier, very likely there's some of the spider people, which is going to freak her out.
The Mixie. Why? They're about the same.
Have
similar.
her take the rocket car.
They don't look like humans.
That's a ways over
No, they
there.
do not.
So I explained to her that we're going to introduce her to a race of creatures that are similar to her and not at all like us.
Okay.
They have extra arms.
Aren't
And
they actually have,
there's insectoid, right?
Yes,
what,
yes.
Bruce? What exactly do these people here look like then? I thought they were more humanoid,
back.
except for the arms.
I gave you a picture. They're basically, they look actually fairly similar to, in a very vague way to the I forget their names, the Sleeve Stack,
okay, sure, I know.
Trazons.
Okay.
The lizard people from that, because
they don't actually
basically
look
human.
like Demixi then.
They don't look like Demixi. They don't look human either. Yeah, they got 4 arms.
Yeah.
Sure.
So in a way, the Demixi they have a total of 6 limbs. You humans have 4 limbs, and the Demixi have 8 limbs.
Oh,
so they're just between.
So altogether, she actually has more arms than any of you.
Oh, man, get more housework done, I guess.
I thought the Demixi had 4 arms and 4 legs.
That would be no. They have 3 legs and 2 arms because they're kind of like centaur spiders. And anyway, so they look at you bring her over there, and she's, like I say, she's kind of like very, very worried. You're going to feed me to this creature now, aren't you? And
no, they're just people.
Yeah, the Demixi
do that.
sees what you're doing, okay, and basically, let's see, how smart is this Demixi? I mean, as they say on the TV show Scorpion, there's social IQ, and then there's the other kind of IQ. And,
yeah. All
right, so he rolled a 6, or he or she rolls a 6, and is it she? It's a she. She rolls 6. She comes over, and you notice, yeah, okay. So she comes over and sees you be dragging this poor woman over to her, and she's just kind of like she kind of like goes and lays down on the ground as low as she can, and she just kind of puts her head down and puts her arms around her face and looks up, and she says, "Oh, who's the pretty lady? Who's the pretty?" Says, "Hello, ancient one." He says, "Are you?" And by the way, the Demixi voices are like whistle sounds. They sound like they're high whistly, almost they're whistly sounds in the sense of like very high pitched.
Okay.
Someone was like talking through like a kazoo or something like that. So it's not scary. That's too much nose, but yeah, okay.
What's kazooie?
Kazooie, kablooey.
Yeah, so you can see in this picture here to the right, by the way, there's 3 legs and there's 2 hands. I mean, 3 legs and 1 hand on each side.
And I'd still like to know why it's holding a bra.
There's 3 legs.
3 legs. Okay.
And 1 hand on each side.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
It's kind of hard to see, but I see it now.
Just it's in the look at the foreground. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see the arms. I see the. Yeah. Gotcha.
Anyways, it looks.
They're more like.
Personally, to me, they look an awful lot more like yellow jackets. But that's how it is. They need that whole big abdomen there because of all the. It holds a lot of working chemicals for what they do.
For their butt, Demixi butt bandage.
I just called it Demixi silk.
That sounds really bad, but okay. She says,
You made the
so
big
she says,
Mixie butt bandages for the battles.
it's like a very small child. You know, the voice goes, "Hey, Grandma." You know, hey, ancient, you know, elderly one. He says, "My, you know, my name is Trixie." He says, "Yeah." He says, "You know, have you come to visit me?" And the Grim says, says, "They're bringing me over to feed me to you, I think." And she says, "Oh no, I'm a vegetarian. I don't eat anything but plants and and fruit juices." It's a total lie, but what she's saying is obviously, you know.
All right.
And she says, "No, it's everything's fine."
All fine here.
As a matter of fact, you know, she has a little cocoon on her back. He says, "Would you like to taste some of the fruit? You know, some of my lunch?" Is like this thing, like a straw on the end of it. You know, sticking into the sack. It's
I don't think I want to taste that either.
Yeah. So she says, "It's okay. I've already had a big breakfast. Thank you very much, strange, enormous creature who's not going to eat me. I'm very grateful." Trixie, you say? And he says, "Yes. What is your name?" And she says, "My name is Apurva." And she says, "Oh, such a lovely name, such a lovely name. Well, is there something I can do for you, Apurva? You know, I am, you know, doing stuff here, but I'm just so happy to greet. Are you the first Fringeworthy of your race to come onto the Fringepath?" And she goes, "I really don't know. Maybe we didn't know about Fringeworthy until this lot showed up."
This lot -1, but yes.
Yeah, it's like her voice drops half an octave. "This lot showed up." and she goes, "Oh yeah, they mean well. It's okay. They're not going to hurt you, and it, you know, and if you're lucky, you know." He says, "You could take back some food, you know, because we have a whole lunch thing over here. There's a commissary tent, and you can go over there and try some of the food that's you know, that the people around here like to eat. The people that are only have 2 legs. I got 3. You know, I got a total of 6 legs. So you know, you might want something more along their lines. Okay, would you like to do that? And I'll go somewhere else." And she goes, "Oh, yeah, that sounds good." She looks and says, "Yeah, why don't we go have a snack or something?"
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Mr. Mixie's pretty good at social cues. Must have bliss in his blood.
Yeah, she well, she is a female of the species, so yeah.
Females of the species are deadlier than the males.
Yeah.
But usually only when protecting their young.
Ah.
Or you piss them off and forget to get them fries.
Oh yes, the deadly fry. You know, that's an unforgivable sin.
Well, it is.
Aha.
Or you went to Wendy's and didn't get me a
Frosty,
whatever those things are called. Frosty.
Yeah, that's another.
You went to Wendy's and you didn't get me a Frosty. Well, you just said you didn't want anything.
We have ice cream in the house. We have Frosty at home.
No, we don't.
Well, ice cream in the house is not the same. Frosty at home. Yeah. It is not the same.
We don't have Frosty at home.
All right, so is someone going to lead her over to the commissary tent?
Oh, sure. Yes. Sure, why not?
Okay. It really, there isn't that much there. It's just, you know, I mean, actually there is, because, you know, this isn't the place where the Stuckies is, and it's 50 miles back to Earth Prime, and
Right.
And every portal goes to someplace that doesn't have something exactly on the outside. So yeah, I have a little spread there for the workers and such.
Okay.
Especially coffee, beverages. There's
Nice
hard
buffet.
snacks, hard candies, fruits, and of course bacon.
Bacon.
Lots of bacon.
Gotta have bacon.
Pork
Gotta have bacon.
rinds. You get into what you start looking around, saying, "Is it? Was this? Is Pig and Chicks? Catering
Chicken
today?
nuggets.
Chicken nuggets. Pulled pork and a whole bunch of stuff in here. So yeah, there's also cartons of milk and a variety of many different kinds of beverages from all over the world. So she's looking around and she says, "Well, that smells interesting. Yeah, that smells pretty good."
They'll take some pictures, or a picture at least.
Yeah, she should be taking lots of pictures. And she goes around. She goes, she pokes things. She says, "Are any of these things alive?"
No, we don't normally eat
and
things
someone
that are
behind
alive.
the counter says 9 more. They've been harvested. Says 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 you're gonna have to go. You're gonna have to go to another node if you want to get food that's still living. Okay.
I'm gonna help myself to a bunch of bottles of water, since we haven't seemed to have been able to get water over there.
All right. Yeah, actually,
I take my pack and dump bottles of water into it.
Yeah. And by the way, there is a cooler that says for Demixi use only.
Oh, I'm not going to touch it then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No.
Okay. Anyways, so she's
might be
around.
full of chilled braziers for all I know.
It's probably Demixi enzymes mixed with other stuff to dissolve it.
Okay. You
I don't know.
Find
I don't
out.
want to
you
find
can
out.
find out if you really wanted to know.
No, I don't
Sure.
want to.
Okay.
I mean, I'd probably be a little less reluctant because I'm a biologist, but
It sounds like Indrani's interested in having a little Demixi snack. It's probably made out of their butts.
I don't actually know enough about the food taboos of these, aliens to really say.
You don't know anything about the food taboos. You haven't had food with them yet.
Kind of
actually, they were serving you stuff. So.
What are they serving us? I don't remember.
That's a good question. They were serving you primarily essentially curries.
Oh.
Fruits, vegetable stews, things like that.
Very
so
delicious.
It seemed like be mostly like food that would be that humans who lived in this area might also have eaten.
Like sagaloo and vegetable korma.
Yeah, they didn't feed you meat, because if meat is as rare as it seems, also you should be grateful for that, because considering the stuff that you've been finding in the meat, like wires and stuff like that, you might be afraid of it. So as I remember, they had the food, but you didn't eat any of it. You just ate your own food, probably because you were afraid of what might be in the meat.
You chomp down on a wire.
Yeah. Well, more like there could be hard. There could be some hard, hard metals in their food as well that they have no trouble eating, but would be terribly poisonous to you.
Yeah.
So,
right.
Yes.
Anyways, so yeah, she goes and pokes around a few things, and she tries a few things, and let me just randomly roll here, see something.
I'll eat some of that pulled pork.
Yeah.
Pulled pork sandwich, pickles on it. Pringles. You and your Pringles. Give me some beef chow mein.
I say that those things are called Pringles. They're made from potatoes. I don't know if you have potatoes, but they're
potato slurry. To be fair,
I would like to choose that.
Actually, did we get any? Were there any potatoes in the curry that we had?
Did you eat it?
There were things that could be potatoes. It's kind of hard to say. She actually picks something that looks like a Greek salad. So it's got like
Olives and
halved
cheese.
boiled eggs in it. It's got tomatoes and leafed greens and things like that.
Spinach.
Some
Olives. Feta.
I say, what foods are you able to eat? Do you eat eggs? Do you eat meat?
She says, "Yes, I can eat eggs and meat. I can't
Okay.
afford it very much.
Okay.
Mostly I eat wilted vegetables and things like that. Whatever I can get cheap, because no one takes care of me. I mean, I don't
dude,
have
we
any
need to get. I mentioned to the cook or whoever's serving, I'm like, we need a big old bag of spinach leaves, and we need some boiled eggs, and what else would we get for?
I
Maybe some
mean, they
meatballs.
have meat here, and meat's obviously rare underworld, but they eat it. So
Well, on their world, you have to. I mean, unless it's been domesticated, you're going to have to go, hunt it down.
yeah.
And when you're trying to hunt it down, other things are trying to hunt you.
Right.
I'll give her some pulled pork on her plate. Here, try that. That's
Yeah.
neat.
Okay.
Mm.
She goes and picks it up and tries it and says, "Yeah, it's very 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 tangy. Are you sure it's not gone off?"
Oh no, that's
Oh,
a
I'm sure.
sauce that's added.
Yeah.
It's tangy because
You-
sauce has been added to it.
So you have like sauce that's been sitting out for a couple of days and you add it to your food.
No,
Oh,
we
no,
add
it hasn't
vinegar
been
to the sauce.
sitting out. That's what it's like normally.
So this
We add
is
vinegar to the
this is-
sauce.
this is
It's not
healthy.
like that
It
because
adds
it's
flavor.
old.
This is healthy for you, is what you're saying, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
As
okay.
part of a
Vinegar's
balanced
good for
diet.
you.
All right.
Raises the pH.
Why would I want to? Why would I? She like picks up 2 pieces of fruit. She says, how do you balance this? This was obviously heavier than this, and so I got to get like 3 of these and 2 of these to get a balanced diet. What are you talking about?
Well, a balanced diet means that you eat different kinds of things and not the same thing all the time.
Oh, I eat anything I can. I'm poor.
Oh, it's balanced between minerals and vitamins and proteins that we need.
Yeah.
So with a little bit
Yes.
of fat.
She looks around and she says, "Hey, you got any beetles? Because that's what I eat more than anything." And,
What we do have that's just as good as a beetle is a garbanzo bean. This is hummus.
Oh, hummus.
Yes, of course.
Somebody could suggest shrimp, but you don't see any shrimp sitting out here, by the way.
No. Indrani goes into her jacket pocket, pulls out a plastic bag, and pulls out
Of
her
shrimp?
emergency naan. How about this?
Hey,
Brad.
pulled out some shrimp.
She says it tastes wonderful.
I've always thought so too.
It says, what's in it?
It's bread. It can
Bread.
come flavored in garlic
Wheat
or
flour.
different
So
things.
it's grained.
It is grain, yes. I've always liked it. In fact, most of the people I know like it.
Well, as I say, I usually if I get some bread, it's usually like old and moldy and stuff, and so this is very
No,
nice.
I picked this up at
Wasn't
the.
that way when I was young. I mean, I had a husband and all, but it's bad things happen. So here I am.
I understand.
I could teach her how to make Indian fry bread. That'll put
yummy!
calories on anybody.
Oh, you've got a friend now.
In order to make anything, you have to have ingredients. Like, I think she just eats what she can get.
She says, "So if you're Fringeworthy, do they pay you or something?" I mean,
yes.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Really,
a small fortune.
Well, since I'm Fringeworthy, are you going to pay me?
It depends. You want to join the Alien Corps and go out and explore? Yeah.
She has no idea what you're talking about.
If you work for us, we'll pay you.
So the insectoid type creature that you saw earlier is part of what we call the Alien Corps, and they work with my group of people that is called IDET, And they pay them to work, so.
Oh, okay. So so they work with your whole amputee race, right?
Amputee?
Yeah, you're
Define
missing
amputee.
2 arms.
Oh no,
You're
well,
missing 2 arms.
this is just the way we evolved.
Yeah, we come with 2 arms each.
Evolved?
Mhm.
What does that mean?
That means we went from a primate branch in the evolutionary chain and developed
You're
into.
defining evolve using evolution. That doesn't really work.
Well, that's the only word.
Change
She's got
over
this
long periods of
She's
time.
got this really confused look on her face.
Changing over periods of time.
Okay, so
mutations over periods of time.
Yeah, I just don't understand why you wouldn't want to have 4, considering that they're so useful.
Boy, sometimes I sure wish I had 4.
But 2 arms is how humans come.
Sure. You come with 4 arms, we come with 2.
Depends,
And
maybe
Demixie would, as you see.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, because
and we also have a Tazeel, which are like lizards, and we got
like you, in other words.
No, we're primates.
No, that was Bruce the GM saying Tazeel are like these people.
Right.
Yeah, Tazeel are like kind of like you guys,
because they also only have 2 arms.
And then
but they only have 2 arms. And
then there's the Blizzness.
The Blizzness.
So is there anybody out there that has like 4 arms like a normal person?
Not that I know of.
Demixie? I mean, it's.
Well, they only have
2 arms.
Oh, they do. Okay.
No,
they have 3 legs, 2 arms.
No,
they primarily but they use their legs very, like for example, when they're spinning, the last 2 legs are very involved with that.
Their legs are sort of like arms a little bit.
Well, it's your special gift to have 4 arms.
Okay. Well, so
do we actually know any beings that have unmistakably have 4 arms?
Not that I know of.
I don't know of any.
Okay.
No.
That doesn't mean they aren't there. Yeah, I think this is the first group of 4-armed people that you found.
Wonderful.
And I say, if you decide to come to work for us, they'll teach you all about this stuff. You'll go to school and learn about it, and they'll teach you hardy and beat the hell out of you. Yeah,
sure.
Oh, that'd be great because I've been hungry for a long, long time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense since you have very little food in the area.
Well, in the town, it's not necessarily true. She's obviously they have no social services for the elderly that aren't provided by their family.
Oh.
She obviously doesn't have any family, otherwise she wouldn't be living in a corner, in squalor in a corner of a building. She must have.
Yeah, we don't do that.
She probably has a very sad tale of her life.
We try not to do that. Let's put it that way.
Yes, that's true.
I'll say to her, but you see now, we're not spirits. We're people.
Yeah, we got to eat. Go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, I guess.
In fact, while I'm here, I'm going to find a toilet.
Okay.
After we go back outside, I'll take a picture of the outside area because that's the one.
I know. I'm just thinking that if you were to show her a Western toilet, she would be very confused.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure they're just porta-johns here, but.
Yeah, well, they would be, which is similarly an issue.
Yeah.
But you can like get rid of stuff by throwing it off the edge, right?
Yeah, but you don't want that coming around if it misses.
All right. I'm assuming that Mark is making a joke here because it's a well-known fact that what goes up does come back down.
It does?
And anything.
Well, if you fire it hard with enough force, it'll go through the.
I thought that there's a point where stuff just goes away.
Mark, if you just toss something off the side of the
air
platform,
comes down onto the top of the platform, goes out raggedly to the edge, goes through the gravity interface, then rises
Isn't
back
there like
up.
a place past the air though, where it just all disintegrates?
Yes.
If you go far enough out, yeah, it will disintegrate. You think that's the theory, that basically
We all
anything
know
that
that
goes.
Bishop used to throw things off the platform as hard as he could to see if he could get it to disintegrate.
And you'd see this
And he
flash of
accomplished it.
light. There's a flash of light eventually, and that's
But
the
it
case.
could drop into a pocket dimension for all we know.
Yes, that's true.
Like where all
Who
the trash
knows?
from
No
the
one
Bermuda
knows.
Triangle shows up. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Because there's
land of
Imagine
obvious.
sitting on
lost
a boat
stock.
A
that's
lot of
laying in a
people think
pile of
that.
garbage. Splat.
Yeah, a lot of people think. The person behind the counter is like, yeah, a lot of people think that that those pocket dimensions are things that are collecting from all over the place like that. So must be a lot of people throwing trash off the side of the Fringepath.
Could be. Or they're throwing them into a portal and don't realize it.
So you think you think all that swirling colors out there is all a big giant portal? We have smaller portals inside of a much bigger portal. This is beginning to sound an awful lot like a singularity.
Maybe.
All
How
right,
the hell do we know?
Revered one, says the person behind the counter. Is there anything else I can get for you? Here, take some water at least. Our beverages are probably taste strange to you, but here, water should be fine. And here's your food. That as requested, and you're welcome to come back for more if you ever come back this way, because we're building stuff here, so this thing goes on night and day. She's like, when she walks, she looks and says, what are you building all the way around this big metal thing that we're walking on? What is that? Where are they
We're
building?
building a welcome center.
Defenses.
Okay, those are two totally different answers. Okay, she says, okay, you're building defenses and a welcome center.
Well, yes, we're building a welcome center that doubles as defenses. We welcome friendly people and defend against bad people.
That sounds suspiciously conniving and not.
Becoming
There are raiders everywhere.
Oh, you have raiders too?
Including
yes,
we do.
Including raiders that are Fringepath raiders.
Yeah.
We call them pirates, though.
Fringe pirates.
Okay. Well, she understands.
Pirate is usually a word we use for raiders on the ocean, but you don't really have an ocean where you live.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they don't. That word.
You're in a dry area.
That word doesn't make any sense to her. She has no experience with an ocean.
No.
All right. She says, okay. They're probably beginning to wonder where we are and whether I've died and gone to Fringeworthy hell or heaven or wherever. So maybe we should go back.
Yeah. Okay.
Bruce?
Yeah.
Make sure
I really want to mess with
pictures of places outside
Alpin's
the portal.
trying to talk here.
Okay.
What is it, Pat?
Is there an armory or something in this area?
I would say probably not in that sense. I mean, there's probably, they haven't gotten to the point where they're installing large weapons, and supposedly they have a treaty with the Fringe pirates. So there wouldn't be an armory per se, but I mean, obviously, there's firefighting gear with big axes and things like that. There's things that could be used that used as weapons if necessary, but you don't see like and if they're already fringeworthy, they may be walking around with guns on their backs or strapped to their legs or something like that. But the people that are out here working, as in like construction and stuff like that, they don't have any weapons on them. They just have tools.
Okay, because I remember last session, the proctor had mentioned if we had access to big guns to bring some back with us, simply because we were probably going to run into raiders on the way back.
Okay, that's if you were to go through the other portal to the hunting lodge, they would definitely have weapons there. They probably generally they would be more toward the high-powered rifles and things like that, but they probably also have some maybe some flashbang grenades, maybe some minor explosives and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah, go get you a double barrel 600 Nitro Express.
The portal that goes to the Victorian world, that's way out in the countryside of England. There's quite some distance to actually England, to London, I should say, because Ken and Katie had some experience with that in a previous not completed adventure.
I think I'm going to duck over into the hunting lodge.
Okay.
And snag a rifle and a shotgun.
Okay, that's going to take some time.
Yeah, maybe you want to bring Grandma back, or somebody
can.
The rest of us could do it while you go.
You should expect it to take a couple of hours.
I was going to do that while they were showing her around the food section.
Okay.
I tried to mention it earlier, but
I'm sorry.
Nobody heard me. That's okay.
I did.
I do have
6:47 p.m.
6:47.
Yeah, I did post it in chat back at 8:47 p.m. our time.
Fine, you and your.
Is there an armory here? Okay. Yeah. That's not the same as saying you were going to go to the thing, but yes. Okay. All right. So, yeah, if you want to run off and go there, it's going to take a couple hours, so you're going to have to come back after they go and do their thing. So, but go ahead.
All right.
I figured we could spend about an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Alpin, there he can get a map when he goes to the portal, and probably there'll probably be a motorcycle, there to ride them, to ride over to the where the hunting lodge is. It's not right there; it's some distance away, because portals aren't necessarily anywhere near others. This is a structure that they found that was left there from a previous group. They don't even know who built it. It just happened to be there. Okay. They don't think it was the Tamelern who made it. They think it was just some other group of Fringeworthy that decided to go hunting in that location sometime possibly in the distant past.
Requests. I will take weapon requests.
No one apparently wants any.
I'm all right with what I have.
Yeah. Is there anything you need?
No, I don't need nothing. Nah,
okay.
Not really.
If you want to keep Grandma alive, might want to bring her some body armor.
They got that at the lodge too, right?
Would they have to adjust it to her, body shape, or?
Of course they would. But that doesn't mean you can't do it. a K-bar knife can do many wonderful things to woven fabric. Right, Kit?
Yep.
You can probably carve a saddle right off the side of a cow if you wanted to with yours.
There you go.
Well, I mean, you got to hit it just right. But yeah, I mean, you can do quite a bit of damage with a knife.
Yeah.
One of the
Anyways,
things that I was always told was the last thing, the first rule of knife fighting is don't get into knife fights. So
I will never talk about Fight Club.
All right, I will post what I want to pick up over in chat.
First rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club.
She says, what's Fight Club?
I say it's a movie, knowing very well they probably don't know what a movie is.
Exactly. Well, actually, they do know what a movie is because you saw them do a whole show in the Royal Kingdom. So yeah, you can use the term that they have for that, which is it's basically it's a special form of storytelling. It's a storytelling. But you can use the word movie to translate for that. She might not quite get the nuance there. All right, so off you go, and she's asking you guys to take her back because she's a little worried.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like I said, Katie, it's been probably a good hour now, and Proctor Kremlin is looking at you, going, "How long does it take to do these pictures? I mean, you said it's better than doing a painting, but I think somebody could have painted a picture by now."
I had already taken some pictures, and I showed.
You're not there. Only Katie is there.
Okay.
Only Valentina. She's the only one who stayed behind.
Oh.
This is her spotlight time.
They're most likely going around to different areas.
Okay, I can barely hear you.
Is that really how it sounds?
It sounds like that. Yes, it's very cyborg.
Hold on.
Borg.
You know what? Easier.
You were fine earlier. I don't know what happened.
Neither do I.
Yeah, it sounds like you're it sounds like you have like a microphone that only turns on whenever you talk, and so you miss the first syllable of everything you say. You kind of sound like you're talking out of a bottom of a well kind of thing.
Could be filling the well.
No.
She says they're most likely going around to different areas because the area on the other side of the portal is huge. Ouch.
Oh, okay. He says, "Well, it would have been nice to have some of those, those pictures, as you called them, to see that." Anyways, I guess we should set up camp because who knows when they're going to come back. So he says, "Go ahead and do some scouting, boys. Go make sure that we're not sitting in a nest of predators." And they go running off, to check around. He says, "Hey, got a whole crop of rock biters over here. They better watch out for them, because." And this happens after like one of them starts shouting because one of them like basically launched itself out of the ground and tried to bite him.
Yikes!
It's like,
is that what they're called?
trying to. He's basically parrying this thing back. It lands and slithers around, on its snake-like body, trying to bite him and eat him. So he's basically stabbing at it and stuff like that. And they one of the other guys comes running over to help him. You can hear the sound of their spears chipping into the rock that's surrounding its head and upper body, and find good rations on this trip. He says, "Yeah, appreciate that, sir." Anyways, so they, like I said, they put down. Well, basically, what they do is they go out and they put up these poles to help support the canopy, just in case there's like some bad wind or something like that. And then the guys inside come out. They're drenched in sweat. And if you knew anything about how they look, you know they don't look very good actually, because of it's pretty hot inside. Okay, so anyways, it's because of the electronics convert. It's not 100% conversion of energy kind of thing. So there's some heat involved there. So at least the solar panels are far enough away that only the electricity goes down into the battery converter and stuff like that. So, and of course when the engine's running, but they also have, you guys noticed that they have some kind of a fan system that sucks air.
All right.
Let me know when you're recording again.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So, all right. So you guys basically come back through, and you see Valentina sitting over by the big land vehicle, and she's happily munching on habanero peppers, offering them to the lizard folk who have.
If someone wants one, they can have one.
Well, they're I guess one of them will eat one and not really like the fact that it's that spicy. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Anyways, they seem to be really busy right now. They seem to be putting down a whole lot of pounding spikes into the ground, and they seem to be folding up the at least in some way reducing the solar cells canopy that was over top. So they seem to, it seems to be like tilting down. They tilted down in the reverse direction, not and so it looks like there's on one hand it looks like they've set up some camp, but on the other hand it looks like they're doing something that they're hustling around doing this a lot. Something that you're not quite sure what they're doing. So you might want to ask Valentina, considering she's there, if you're interested.
What's going on?
Player actually doesn't know what was going on because I couldn't hear any of it.
So you didn't hear anything we were saying either?
No, I couldn't hear anything.
Okay. All right. Well, then Valentina will relate to you, because her character knows that apparently there is a big sandstorm heading this way, and they're battening down the hatches for that purpose, to prevent,
okay, Bruce?
Yes, sir.
Being from this region, and has Indrani been through a few sandstorms?
Well,
does it look like one's coming?
Yes, it does. It's a big gray wall that's coming from, which direction is it? Well, it was, it's coming from the south.
Doesn't look good. We're going to have to really batten down if we're going to get through this.
Yeah, he, Proctor Kremlin says, Grandma, how was your trip to the nether regions, to the heavens or wherever, And she goes, he says, I brought snacks. They have all kinds of really weird things. They have talking bugs and they big giant talking bugs, and they've got lots of food, and they got all kinds of big things like yours, except they smell real bad though. I don't understand why they smell so bad, but they have really bad breath. And I mean the big giant metal things that they ride around on and such. And it's really noisy, but in a kind of a weird way. She doesn't explain that. He says, but yeah, there were like dozens of people on the other side, and I got to go around and visit with all kinds of them. He says, okay, so he looks over at you guys. So you have these pictures that you promised to be taking.
Yeah, I'll show them pictures. We're given pictures. I mean, I don't need to keep them.
All right. So he takes them and rubs his fingers on them because they feel weird, and he starts looking through them because they're Polaroids.
Right.
Can I have my camera back?
Yeah.
Whoever has it.
So he goes, it's probably empty.
Never again.
Got to put some new film in there, new film pack. Anyway, so he's like looking through these. He says, well, this is weird. This is crazy. Okay, but it looks real, I guess. All right, so he takes them and he slips them into his satchel he's carrying, and he goes and says, all right, well, it looks like there's a big storm coming, and we're going to have to hunker down big time. So you guys, if you can go through this portal to a safe place, that it's probably best if you do that. All right. Just check back in a few hours and see, if it's safe to return, because it's you can get flayed alive out here in a sandstorm.
True.
All right, we're out. We'll head over to.
Says Grandma, go ahead and go with them.
Stay safe.
All right. So you vanish to the other side, and then you're over there, and
all right.
Looking around. It's like, well, you got a couple of hours. Do you want to take Grandma to someplace further away?
Well, you could take her to the lodge, show her other lands.
You could take her
just
to the
so
lodge,
she knows that
or you
the
can
portals.
take her back to Earth Prime.
Sure.
Places.
That's 50 miles away, whereas if we just went to we can just show her the lodge, which is on this platform, so she can get an idea of.
Yeah, but the lodge isn't right next to the portal, is what I keep trying to tell you.
Walk.
Okay.
Are any of the things next to the portal that are here?
Just Earth. Well, I don't know.
No.
I don't know what's all on the main.
Nothing. Okay.
There's very few portals on. There's very few portals on this thing that are open. Okay. They did open a whole bunch of them. Okay. This is one of the worlds that they opened up is the world you just came from. Okay.
Right.
And so we got this world. We got as I mentioned the Victorian Earth, but it's the middle of the countryside in England.
Right.
Okay.
Well, we could take her to either to one or even a couple of the ones that don't really have much stuff there, because you can still see it's like another land with a different.
I mean, she looks very alien.
Even if there aren't any buildings and people, it's still another land she can see.
Well, that's why I was suggesting the lodge, because we already have one of our members at the lodge, so.
Yes.
And there's a place to stay for a while.
Yes.
I think it would be the least disorienting for for this lady.
I was about to ask who's at the lodge, but then I remembered it's Alpin.
Alpin.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
Alpin, Italy.
Yeah. So you guys, are heading off to the lodge. Okay. And you're and like I said, there's a number of there's like a Quonset hut or something like that next to the portal, and inside they've got a bunch of vehicles. There's some ATV type vehicles and some just dirt bikes, things like that. There's a trail that seems to go off into the woods that you can take over to where the thing is. It's not right there, but it's an obviously well blazed trail over to the hunting lodge.
All right.
So you guys can get into a 4-wheel drive vehicle, or you can get it. Give me a luck check.
Go ahead, Jason.
Okay. I got a 3. A 3.
Okay. So there are no like ATV. I mean, they're ATV, but there's no amphibious vehicles in the Quonset hut. So there's no bugs, for example.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, but they do have the other type. So you can hop into one of those, and the keys are in the vehicles. Okay. There's a big sign saying is that you are responsible for refueling, and reporting refueling any vehicle after use, and reporting any mechanical issues. And it says use the log. There's a big sign. There's a big sign on the wall saying this is where the log is. And then, as you get on the vehicle and start driving out, there's a big sign over the exit quad that says, "Did you fill out the log?"
Debatable.
I did. In fact, I walked over and made sure I signed out the log, and I wrote, and I made sure I put Mark's name down, and then I put it back on the wall.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Very good.
Mark,
I go up there and I write. I leave that there, but I say I write down that is not my handwriting.
Oh, get over it! How would they know?
No, I'm actually writing down the words. That is not my handwriting.
He wrote underneath what Kit said, this is not my handwriting.
How would they know?
Well, why didn't you just sign out one under my name?
No, because I just wrote it down.
You do not know how to play.
You do realize they're not asking you to sign it out; they're asking you to sign it in.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good. Aha.
But you guys signed out anyways because you're dumbasses. So.
That's us. Yeah.
All right, so you get rolling along, bouncing along, this forest path. It's a big climax forest. I don't know what you know about this location, so but anyways, you go traveling along and
probably something Grandma's not seen much of, considering she's in like a deserty place.
Yeah, she hasn't seen all these giant plants and stuff. She says, "What kind of fruit is that?" He's pointing at a pine. "What kind of fruit does that thing grow?"
They don't have fruit, but they have wood.
They supply cones.
Cones? Do they taste good?
No,
not really.
We don't eat them.
They're very crunchy.
Although they do have pine nuts, and some people eat them.
Yeah.
Who knows? She may like pine cones.
Yeah, we can grab one.
Right.
No, I don't.
You can get those big Ponderosa pine cones that are like that.
Yeah, she says, "Yeah, please, get me some pine cones."
We'll get you one to start you, and if you like it, we'll get you more.
Well, are you gonna stop the vehicle and get our pine cone?
Yeah.
Who's driving?
We're not in a hurry.
Okay.
What time of day is it, by the way? And what time of year is it?
Here? Well,
yeah.
Okay. That's always a good question. I don't know. We always assume it's perennially in like spring or something like that, but let's find out. Suddenly you realize it's, the snow is 10 foot deep, and yeah, it seems to be very mild. This is a mountainous area, so it tends to be coolish during the time of the day. It appears to be midday right now.
All right then.
So it's like to say the perfect time to go for a nice drive on this place. Over the sound of the vehicles, you hear something that sounds like like a snarl of a large beast, and you remember that there are saber-toothed tigers on this world.
Oh my word!
So, anyways, you do
I got
eventually
my elephant hunting gun.
Ah, okay.
My buffalo gun.
I have a gun, but it's not. But it probably won't. Probably not a hunting gun.
All right.
I know it's
you make it to the lodge, which is a big structure actually. And you can see that there's lots of tracks around it from various vehicles and such. And you go walking in, and as you see that inside, of course, it's the first thing you run into is this whole big area for lots and lots of clothing, outer clothing, rain gear, cool weather gear, parkas, various things like that. There's a room that says life preservers, personal flotation devices, PFDs, and
talk about well stocked.
Yeah. So and as you move past that, you come into a larger room that has basically it's a big hallway with windows, and the door behind you, by the way, is you open it up and it looks like it's got a shutter on it. So basically, it's when it's up, you can see through it, glass, but there's a handle you can pull down and put metal shutters down over the door, and there's also a big bar that you can bring down over the door. As you go into the other room, you see it's a spacious room, but it has a wall of windows, and the windows look like they're made out of Lexan, like the sort of thing are supposed to be bulletproof. So again, this place looks like someplace that where you might go to be protected from something. There's a lot of tables here. There's an area which is obviously a kitchen. There's nobody in here, by the way, that's like running the place. Apparently, they only come here in groups, and somebody would come but there is lots and lots of educational material.
Bishop works here because he runs the clinic here.
Oh, that's right. He does.
Well, yeah,
well, I should say he lives here, but he runs the clinic.
Yeah, I don't think. During the combat and stuff like that, yes. But since then, he's probably if he's here, okay. He can be here if he wants to be. But I'm just saying is that normally, and I guess it makes sense to have one person who could do trauma care. But the question is that are there actually Fringeworthy that's here that's basically on vacation? So,
otherwise, yeah.
Yeah. So the question here is that apparently there is signs that there is a large party that was here but are not currently here. So yes, Bishop is here, probably talking to Alpin and swapping stories with him about
back in my day, I used to be an adventurer like you, but I took a explosion to the body.
Yeah.
I look.
And,
I didn't look like this
stories
before.
stories about flying through, flying through completely dark worlds,
Yes.
with huge oceans over top of them and things like that. So, anyways, Alpin's there basically piling up weapons and trying to decide things he wants to have. It's a kind of a mishmash. Apparently, it's mostly weapons that are either they're just here or they've been left behind by other fringeworthy parties. So it's
I
quite
try to
neglected.
explain to him that what we have here are hunting rifles, like for shooting dinosaurs and shit like that. So
Yeah.
you've got
Well,
giant
not
break
necessarily.
action
There's also
double barrel guns and
there's also some very long barreled scatter guns that can be used to
Right.
take down birds and things like that.
Yeah, I mean, but
Oh,
they're
yeah,
mostly
sure.
hunting, not
Sure.
assault weapons. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Yeah, this is a
Hey,
hunting lodge.
hey, Alpin is looking for a shotgun, a good combat shotgun.
Oh,
Well,
a
we
big
don't
hunting
really.
rifle.
all
Well,
right.
I gotta.
Alpin, go ahead and get and make a make a luck check.
5.
Did you say 5?
I was gonna.
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna offer him
you.
a 458 Magnum bolt action rifle.
Well, it's up to you, man. Alpin, you found a shotgun. However, it needs to be repaired. Apparently, it's taken a fair amount of damage. Looks like there's like some claw marks on it, and part of a piece of it's basically been broken off. If you want to take the time to repair it, you certainly can do so. The equipment for making those kinds of repairs are here in the lodge. It's one of
I'll
the reasons
work
it
on
was
it.
left
I will
behind.
see if I can do it.
Okay, make a repair check. So
I
Alpin is busy
also
working on
want-
a shotgun of some kind when you guys come walking through.
All right.
There's big pictures. There's
hey,
pictures
guys.
all over the walls of people, standing next to trophies and things like that. Not too many action shots per se. Yeah.
Sure.
But there are some like nature type pictures of some of these big animals, like let's say the saber-tooth tigers, giant warg type creatures, some mastodons, things like that.
Okay.
Guys,
Indrani,
I sent some armor over for Grandma over there. See if you can get her to. See if you can find anything that'll fit her.
Right.
Okay.
About what's Grandma's size, please?
Well, she's a large person, remember? So you definitely want something in the extra large size, and nothing you have actually does fit her. So you would have to do some kind of modification to it. You might be able to take a couple of armor pieces and just kind of like strap them on her. It wouldn't fit like your armor fits, but I mean, some
better than nothing.
Some armor is better than nothing.
True.
Especially over the main body part.
Okay. It's definitely not an Indrani skill set.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this would probably fall under crafting, but I'm just saying you could probably, do something. I mean, like I said, there is armor and this one thing about Kevlar, it does cut. You can cut it. You can sew it and stuff. It's
oh wow.
It's like thick it's like thick batting. It's
all right.
Yeah. I mean the armor on the edge, of course, is going to be worthless, but the stuff more toward the middle of the piece is going to be still good.
I know this is the hunting lodge, but what are the possible chances of me finding an M16 here? So I can finally return Kit's gun.
Go ahead and give me a luck roll.
A 5.
Okay. There is a broken M16 rifle here as well. You want to go and try to fix it?
Yes, I shall.
I
Okay.
can help, I think.
All right.
I'll try to help.
Grandma, by the way, has started throwing up on the floor.
Oh my gosh. What's wrong?
She ate
She's
the pine
apparently.
cone.
No, I didn't eat the pine cone. No, you said there were pine nuts, and I was looking for them, and I didn't see any.
Oh.
What did you eat?
Well, it looks an awful lot like she was eating that salad. You see this being hurled up onto the floor, basically all those greens and things like that.
I thought it looked delicious
body,
myself,
her,
but apparently not.
Her
Anybody got
probably
some?
isn't able to process it.
I would like, if I can make a biology check, I'd like to make us like a science check for
Go ahead,
this.
make a science
I
check.
can roll science or healing.
Okay, that's
both of
good.
you can
15.
attempt it.
All right, I will
15.
try a healing check then.
All right. You realize, you remember as seeing this that lizards can't eat things like onions, garlic, rhubarb, most citrus fruits, and avocados. And you're looking at this thing going, yeah,
acid or
they're just they can't. They're toxic. They cause they either are toxic or they cause digestive issues. And
you definitely should not have
things like
eaten that.
spinach and kale, and high phosphorus items like the mustard greens should definitely be avoided. So, so it looks like if you had, that a selection of the salad might have been okay, but basically as a whole, it was toxic to her.
Okay. If this is a hunting lodge, there's probably jerky here.
Oh yeah, they have food.
I'll give her jerky. I'll get.
Yeah, they have lots of canned food and other things like that. So
I'll help myself too.
Okay.
Bishop would like to take a blood sample from Grandma.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. She's not gonna. You're gonna have to explain to her why you're trying to cut her because she says, "I'm sorry. I'll clean." She falls to her knees. I'm sorry. I'll clean this mess up. It's my fault. I'm sorry. Don't hurt me. Don't cut my arm off.
No, I just want to take a little needle and draw a little bit of blood so I can see what things are going on with your blood, and that might give me a better idea of what you can and cannot interact with. Also, tell me more about your species.
You can trust him.
We need to figure out what food you can eat because you couldn't eat some of that food.
Well, here, try this. After Dr. Bishop takes your blood, I'll give you some of this meat.
Okay.
Because how can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Yeah.
That's a song, isn't it?
It sounds British for sure.
Oh yes. It's something my dad would listen to.
Laddie.
Were you saying that is you, Dr. Bishop, or Kit?
No, the guy trying to take the blood sample is Dr. Bishop.
No,
I assume, because he's there.
No, the last thing Jason said.
All right.
Oh, that was Kit.
Okay, so Valentina is trying to repair this M16 rifle, and Alpin is busy trying to repair his shotgun. Okay, and the rest of you guys are trying to deal with the fact that Grandma is upchucking all over the nice shellac floor of the lodge. And of course,
I bring out a mop and a squeegee and all that.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's pretty much made a mess of herself trying to clean it up.
Oh my word! Yeah.
Her shawl, her robe that she was wearing.
I usher her towards the restroom with the shower.
Yeah, she thought she was in trouble because
no, not at all.
She defiled your
Temple.
your holy place
It's all
here.
good. No,
It all
no,
looks
this is
it
my
all
holy.
looks very fancy to someone who basically lives in squalor, you know.
Mm.
No, not a fancy place. Just people being
Yeah, you
folks.
guys are looking around saying, yeah, look at fancy place. Look at all the damage to the floor by hobnails and people's.
Mm,
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
some
trust me,
people
you're all
probably
good here.
would walk. Some people would walk, and of course the tables have have those knife marks on them for people playing muscle
Right.
tag.
Now, since nobody runs this place, like we have to clean this up, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, absolutely.
Sure, yeah.
Exactly. Because Bishop,
Yeah,
Bishop's
yeah.
like, I'm not
Bishop
cleaning
brought
it
you
up.
out a mop bucket and everything, and
Yeah.
goes, "Here
Yeah.
you go,
yeah,
guys."
get on it,
Yeah.
Mark. Get on it.
Yeah.
Go, science
I'll clean
guy.
up some of it, but I'll wait like a few minutes to see if anybody starts helping me.
Well, Indrani's trying to. Indrani is
He's just standing there,
helping
arrogant,
me.
just looking around. Nobody comes to
No,
help.
I'll do it. I just don't want to be the only person doing it.
But apparently
Well,
you
I'm
are.
helping.
Oh, you are? I thought
Okay.
so. Okay. So
Then,
anyways,
yeah.
all right. So you go and get your blood sample after calming her down, and
Okay.
she.
I feed her some jerky.
Okay. Well, after she Bishop will have her drink a lot of water first, because the first
Okay.
thing let's make sure that
Maybe a little bit of- maybe a
he's throwing
charcoal
up.
tablet,
And by the
too.
way, I don't know anything about this species. Do they have any this may go through the other end as well? So
That's why I gave her a charcoal tablet to go with it.
do you know if these people, what their elimination needs are? Do you know anything about how they do stuff? And the answer to that, by the way, would be yes. You've seen the men, basically squatting and along the side. They basically do that. They all do like the half best squat. They pee the way. They pee and poop the same way.
I will show her to where the bathroom is, and there's a tub and a shower and a toilet, and I explain how the toilet works. You sit on the toilet, you flush this little lever, the water goes down, taking the waste away, and said that you can come in here, and I turn on the water of the shower to a warm setting. I say, if you go to here,
Okay.
that's warm.
She looks at the
under
hole.
the water.
She looks at the hole in the toilet seat and says, I can't do my business in something that small.
What?
Huh?
She says, I can't do my business in something that small.
Would you like to go outside?
You can tell her that the seat lifts up, actually, and there's a big opening.
Okay.
See, there's a big hole, and then there's
because she's used to squatting, so you can squat over it.
I sit down on it.
And when I went to
this
China.
is how you use this.
Yeah, and she
But
told
if you want to,
you
can lift the seat up, and you can do it that way. I mean,
yeah. She says, "Okay, I guess I can manage. I hope."
Let me know if you need any help.
Yeah. Okay.
We
Anyways,
love
she takes basically she says, what I really need is and I'm a little embarrassed, but I really need you to launder my clothing because.
Oh, of course.
Oh, no problem.
No problem.
I'll bundle up her clothes or she can pass them out to me, and I will take them over to the laundry.
And she looks at Bishop and says, "Can I have something else to wear? Do you have a blanket or something I can wrap around me? Because I really feel uncomfortable staying here naked."
Well, I will go and get a down comforter, the king size down comforter, and that should cover up anything.
Yeah, it will.
I could fit two of me
actually,
in there.
it's good for her because she's probably chilled because it's not that warm.
Probably cold as fuck. Yeah.
No, it's not that
take
cold.
Anybody out of take somebody. Well, yeah, but you take somebody from Phoenix and bring them to 60-degree weather, they think they're going to die.
Yeah,
I know. I felt that way.
But she's also she's also not she's not endothermic, so therefore she needs something to keep her warm and help.
She might physically die.
She could, but more likely she's just going to fall unconscious.
Yep.
Anyway, a big warm blanket. And say, go ahead and clean
Okay.
yourself off in the water. Look, the shower head comes off. It moves around. Yeah, okay.
Ooh, look at this.
Sure. All right.
Fancy.
Yeah. You're hearing.
I figure they don't have showers.
You're hearing squirting sounds. Like the hand shower goes off and on and off and on and off and on on.
I'm guessing
Yeah,
someone's going to be cleaning the bathroom after this too. So
Yeah,
It may just
there's
be
a
water.
there's a spray of water across the frosted window in the bathroom
glass,
door.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's like
Uh,
missing a lot. It's not really used to it.
mhm.
Woo! So that's chilly. And then you have to
You
figure
can
Tell
out.
me
turn
about it.
this to make the water warmer.
Are you coming in? She's going to smack you with that hand thing if you come in while she's cleaning herself.
Oh.
Okay. Indrani turns to Bishop. So,
Yes.
Susan told us so many stories about you.
They're all lies.
Oh, all right. So you're not a heroic medic who performs medical miracles?
No, not at all.
Oh, what do you do
I'm
then?
just a guy.
Just a
Just a
guy.
guy. Okay.
Just a
Just a
guy
guy.
who
All right.
likes to cook.
He said you could be quite annoying from time to time,
Oh,
That's true.
but she said you were a wonderful cook.
okay. Well, well, I mean, I guess if you like chili and coffee.
Yes, I enjoy both those things.
Hey, I already
Now
knew
I've
this.
got to fry up
Like
some
that.
spam. So
Yeah.
Johnny
Gross,
goes
but go
back
right
to
ahead.
frying up some spam.
All right. So after you clean up the mess there,
Everybody.
Mark?
you
Yeah.
might want to go and use the reference books to try to figure out something that might be healthy for a lizard type person to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why don't you go ahead and give me a science check on that, so I
Okay.
can see whether you actually make things worse or better.
I make things better because I roll a 13.
Okay.
Very nice.
Because
cool.
jerky can be processed with many things that would be bad for this woman.
That's true.
Yeah. So all right. So with a 13, you stand there with your hand, your fist underneath your chin, looking over all the different cans of various foods and things like that, and finally come to what you consider to be a fairly safe variety. After looking through the references, variety of canned foods that you think that she can eat, and therefore, by the way, the people back on the world might be able to eat.
Yeah.
And start preparing her something, getting down a couple of cans and opening them up and putting it into a dog bowl, bowl of some
Put it in
kind.
a regular bowl or
Getting a regular bowl is fine. There's some dog bowls here. I don't know. You might just say, "Oh, well, I will use this one." Yeah.
Use a bowl to spam, Mark.
Yeah, spam.
Why are you cooking
Spam.
I love
Spam,
Spam's
bacon,
wonderful.
spam.
Do I
but
think
not-
they can eat spam?
Yes, but not spam avocado spam. That would be bad.
Oh,
Spam
God.
avocado spam.
I think I'm just going to throw up right now.
Avocados are one of the things that lizards are not good at. You're not good at processing.
Apparently birds either.
Yeah.
I must
Well,
be a bird lizard.
birds are
because
supposed to
I
be
can't
descended
stand
from
avocado.
dinosaurs, so that makes sense.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right,
Guess that
so
makes
you
sense.
guys are busy doing a bunch of different things, chatting with this legendary guy who keeps saying, "No, I'm just an average guy.
Just an average Joe.
Yeah."
He
Anyway,
moves pretty slowly, and he's very gentle when he moves his arms because he was covered with burns.
Yeah.
He's still recovering, so
His face looks like hell.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
yeah.
you tell them that there's actually a group of Fringeworthy that's out on
Hunting.
a hunt right now, and that's which so they're bunk they drop a lot of their stuff over in one
one of the
particular
bunkhouses.
one of the dormitory
Alright.
rooms, but
Yeah.
you tell them the other ones that are available.
You're welcome to stay in the
how long-
lodge or one of the
How long
outhouse.
are
very
you guys
good.
planning on staying here, by the way?
Well, I would think overnight.
Just to be safe.
Okay.
Well,
So at least another 12 hours.
Yeah, sure.
they said it would be like just a couple hours. It sounded like maybe like 4 hours at most.
If you want to go over there and test it out, you're welcome to it. Just saying.
Okay. We're not really near there though.
You have to get back on a vehicle and drive on yourself back to
Right.
the portal. Yeah, that's what you'd have to do.
No, I'll wait with everybody then if everybody else is waiting here.
Okay.
Okay.
Chicken.
All right.
Very good.
All right. So okay. So eventually, a purva comes out wrapped in that big down comforter, and apparently has finished throwing up and stuff. And so far, she has not thrown out anything. And she walks over and to where you're working, Alpin and Valentina, and she looks down at what you're doing, and he reaches over and she basically picks up a looks like a screw, a copper screw, and she just picks it up and just pops it into her mouth.
Oh, what are you doing?
Are you
Ma'am,
able to
that's
eat
not
those?
food.
That's not food.
Tastes
Maybe
good.
she can eat it. We don't know. Well, we didn't see any in the food we were given.
Where did the screw come from? Just out of curiosity.
It was part of the the little workshop that lets you like work on
okay.
metal, the little metal shop that you have there that you're using to fix your weapons.
Oh,
My dad has a coffee can full of mismatched screws.
Right then.
That's in real life too. Just screws.
Does she like
different things.
chew down on it?
No, she's not chewing on it, but she's definitely sucking on it.
Yes, ma'am.
You can see her jaw just kind of moving around.
Ma'am, that's not food. That's metal. Unless you can eat metal.
Yes.
It could be food for them.
That's what I said. Unless you can eat metal. Can you?
Well, I mean, it's
Have you eaten things like this before?
Well, I mean, not. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we sometimes you get a hankering for a piece of metal, and if you don't, I don't eat much, I don't get good food, so I have to just kind of look for scraps and such, and so yeah, sometimes there's a piece of metal that's left over from someone's business or something like that, and I pop it in my mouth, and if it tastes good, then I keep sucking on it. It's like
So then,
it's like a
from
hard candy.
So from your perspective, what does it taste like? From her perspective.
It tastes the opposite of salty.
Okay then.
It tastes
What's your favorite? What's your favorite type to eat?
Well, I mean, I prefer to eat, some of the animals and such because it's nicely marinated with metal, with metal fibers and things like that. So it's a lot easier to digest. But I mean, if I could just swallow it down, but I'm feeling a little queasy, so I'm just sucking on this.
We're sorry about that. About the fact that you words. Help me out here, Alpin. If you're paying attention. We are sorry that you threw up what you ate before. We did not. We did not.
Well,
know.
Me too. It looked really good. And
I thought it looked good too.
Yeah. So, I guess there was just something in there that didn't agree with me. I don't know what though, because it's all weird food. So, but it was pretty tasty. Most of it.
Most of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she was eating a variety of things, so there might be some notes that she didn't particularly like, but she had a mouthful of it, so she just swallowed it down like you would.
All right.
You go crunching down and on a I don't know, on an almond, and you don't like the taste of an almond, but you're eating it with
You're already
other
dedicated
things.
to it.
Yeah, you're already committed to chewing that mouthful. So, and considering this woman, like I said, she's lived a long time, basically hand to mouth, literally starving, kind of, eating the worst kinds of food. And so she was not about to complain when people were saying, "Take as much as you want." Oh, good. So, anyways, and you've got Mark over there basically trying to work out a diet for her. So see what foods can be eaten, what foods can't be eaten. So maybe. But yeah, so after a while, it's obvious that her body expelled, the bad stuff before it could do too much, any real harm to her. She doesn't seem to be running off to evacuate her cloaca, and then he hands her some food.
And she is able to eat the jerky.
Probably not, but
okay.
but there are other foods that are in the cans that she can eat. Probably some of the fish, like canned fish, or things that are
sure.
But anyways, but the jerky would, like I said, because of the if it's jerky that has just simply been dried, I would say it'd be fine. Okay, but if it's been flavored in any way, and a lot of them are, then there's a good possibility it'd be something that would not agree with her. So, anyways, but you are able to find some things that she can eat. Like I said, there's even just giving her tofu, some basically canned tofu would probably be a good choice, because it's got lots of mealiness to it. It's got lots of protein.
I love tofu.
Yeah. So, anyways, so she starts eating the stuff that you recommended, and she keeps that down.
When we mentioned that the naan was made of grain, she said she could eat grain, right?
Yeah, and she had no trouble eating. I mean, well, now you could try again because she threw up everything that she had. So she'll eat the naan, or some. You can do some poppin' fresh biscuits for her.
And the barbecue pork, she complained about the funny taste from the vinegar, but do we think she's able to eat vinegar? Or things with vinegar
because of the name, I believe that because of where she's from, it's more alkaline rather than acidic. So that would be
right,
a lower pH. So I'm thinking that might be what might have hit her. Because
might be able
in the desert we have higher alkaline water.
Is it just bad tasting or funny tasting, or is she actually incapable of eating it?
You're a funny taste.
I have habanero peppers if we want to try that theory, Indrani.
Yummy.
Want one?
Sure. Well, it's only a habanero, for crying out.
Still, that I'm aware of. Nobody else in this team is willing to match me on it. So.
Oh, all right.
Well, we haven't tried yet, have we?
I got a bag of habanero peppers if you want to try.
I've got a brand new pair of roller skates.
You said she couldn't eat like onion or garlic, which I guess a lot of things are flavored with, actually.
Yes, that's the thing. So I would say that no, the vinegar is probably not good for her. So, and as a matter of fact, when I look under, is vinegar bad for lizards, they talk about, it's fine if you want to use it to clean their enclosure. It's not the same thing as ingesting it. So, yeah. Anyways, but I mean, they are obviously omnivores, but there seems to be some things you have to be careful of. So, try getting closer to just pure foods, not processed foods. Anything that's been processed is probably not so great for her. So yeah, she probably could eat those pine nuts. You could just grind them up, and eat them. you know.
Put them in your mouth
So-
and suck them.
Right, but things like spinach and those kinds of leaves are bad for her. Mustard greens, collard
Yeah,
greens.
she did mention that she eats like stale greens of some type.
Yeah, so there's other kinds that she can eat. You know, she probably can eat lettuce. She probably can eat carrots,
Celery or
maybe celery.
carrots.
Sure, yeah. So it's your probably safest bet is to go toward the bready, starchy kind of things, and
Potatoes
the simple meats, the simple proteins. Like I said, like
she can eat the Pringles as long as it's not sour cream and onion.
Breaded catfish.
Yum.
We brought Pringles up because I held up the
Okay.
Pringles.
Yeah, she might be able to eat. She might be able to eat breaded catfish just fine. So, all right. Anyway, so you spend most of your time trying. So, like I said, this place you haven't really been too much, and you probably came here at least once before as part of your training, because it's one of the safest places they can bring Fringeworthy people to get them exposed to the idea of being on an alien world that's not very alien. So yeah. Anyways, and 12, and as I say, 12 hours goes by. You guys bed down or whatever,
And we drive back in the dark.
Right. You drive back in the dark to the portal, and go through it. And like I said, it's there's a new shift of workers working out here, doing stuff. They're trying to they're basically trying to use the machinery and things like that as much as possible, because there's not that many. There's a lot more Fringeworthy than you were expecting, but then you remember that there's a lot of Fringeworthy that refuse to be adventurers, but it didn't mean that they weren't willing to work in the trades. So there's actually been a lot of people who are Fringeworthy that said, "Hey, I really don't want to be explored." I said, "Well, how about someone to help build some stuff on the platforms?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I can do that. Am I going to be protected?" And the answer was, "Oh, sure you will be."
Until the pirates come, but
well, the pirates, they said that was a year ago, and they and so far, when the pirates did show up, they kind of looked around, glared at you guys, and just kept, and then just went driving on. Mostly they just kind of stood up, just looked around, like, yes, looking over my serfdom. Yes, okay, I'm moving on. Because after all, the peons in the fields. They look at some of the stuff you're building and they laugh. They point at it and they laugh, talk to each other and laugh. In a language, by the way, you guys don't know. So they, because they all know English and such, or whatever the current crew is. The language that you could be speaking as you go through on Earth, on the Earth alternate platform, could change daily, hourly, really, because it just depends on who's there, and what the ethnic collection is. But generally, but they all seem to come mostly from Earth Prime. So again, there's lots of different languages. English is probably the mother tongue. So, but yeah. There is never every once in a while you'll suddenly everybody will start speaking a different language than you expected. So there you are. You're gonna head on back to the portal.
Yes.
Okay. So all right.
Sounds good.
Okay. So you go over there. You go walking through, and who's walking through first?
I guess I will.
I guess I will.
Okay.
Okay. So Alpin and Valentina go walking through first.
Leg wrestle for it.
Give me a agility dex check.
Okay.
Yep. Avoiding the landmines.
7.
Okay.
Exploded. That exploded again. 21.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, you guys managed to keep your feet, but you were immediately just being pelted by very, very painful blasts of sand. Apparently, this sandstorm is still going on.
Back through.
You know where based upon assuming since they were like locking it down, basically the direction where the travel vehicle was. So if you want to try to get over to it, you can. But if you were to get lost, then it would probably be the end of you.
No, I'm going back.
All right. So you guys come back through, and sand just spills off of these two and rattles down onto the metal of the ramp.
It looks like there's still a bit of a storm out there.
A bit?
It could be
from what from all of that stuff.
Yeah, both Valentina and Alpin, their cheeks are beginning to turn red from the biting impact of the sand.
If you say a bit, I'm gonna toss you through. I'm gonna toss you to the sand.
Go ahead.
All right.
Just for the fun of it, I want to see if he can resist me.
Okay, good.
Oh my goodness.
Strength check or what?
Strength check.
Strength check.
Yeah. Yeah, Valentina has a D12.
I don't think you're that surprised, but I mean, let's see. When she grabs at you and tries to
throw
you
I got an 8. At least it exploded, but
I also got an 8.
Oh, okay. Okay, so basically you got these two people. So now each of you make
a lot.
Make a dex check. Both of you make a dex check.
Ow.
Dex check is that's a 9.
Didn't realize we were going to see WrestleMania.
Yeah, you really are. These two people are wrestling with each other. What? Did you make it?
11.
Oh, okay. So the two of them are basically like, they're wrestling, they're yanking on each other, but neither of them are actually going anywhere. They're just.
Indrani wishes she had some popcorn.
It's like looking at two brothers, just beating on each other, but not seriously. It's like, this is like a sibling fight, that's not serious.
Indrani quotes one of her favorite movies. Suspense is terrible. I hope it lasts.
After a minute, I'll stop. That's what you. Oh, shut up!
You're getting sweaty. Yes, Alpin.
Is there a anything similar to like a riot shield or a protective shield in this area?
I don't understand what you're asking.
Shield for the storm.
Hell. Something that I could use as a windbreak to carry with me, protect me from the sand, but still be able to see through it and move against the wind to check in with the doctor and come back.
Okay. Well, like I said, there's some fire. Excuse me, firefighting gear that you could probably put on, with the big helmet and the hour thing.
I will do that.
Okay. All right, you go over and do that, and you come back, and are you just going to go through by yourself? Is that the deal?
Unless Mark wants to go with.
It's obvious. There's a sandstorm going on. That thing only protects you in the front, right?
No, it's firefighting gear.
It's
protects the size of you.
Okay,
You don't see too many firefighters going in saying, "I'm going to get baked on the back, but the front of me is good."
Okay, well, how many of these things are there?
How many firefighting gear there is?
Yes.
You broke
There's
Jason.
probably more than enough.
There's 10 full sets of equipment.
Wow. Okay. Okay, I'll go through then.
You know, you're a long way away from a fire station. Okay, I'm just.
No.
They need to have they need to have safety gear on this platform. They're doing
Oh,
construction.
sure,
Bad things can happen.
I can't believe it. You actually broke Jason for once.
Damn, that was funny.
Oh.
I have to admit that was
All right,
funny.
so does that mean Mark wants to do something?
No, but if people are going through, I mean, I'll go through. I mean, do we
Okay,
have
we
a
already
reason to go through
know
at the
that
time,
Alpin has already gotten on gear and he's ready to go through. Okay, so if you wish to ask him to wait while you go and put on some gear, you can. But
I
otherwise,
say, are we all going through, or you just need to tell them that we're here, or what?
You're a chicken.
I'm checking in with them so that they know.
So they know we're here. Okay.
Alive.
Fine.
Okay, I'll stay back here then.
Where's your sense of adventure, science guy?
It's
his other pants.
buried in the sand.
When your get up and go has got up and went.
Yeah.
I'm purposely trying to egg you on, right? Get in your nerves. Okay.
Yes.
As long as we know.
It's obvious that Mark would, when he goes on safari, he wants to be in that big, place on top of the elephant where they can stand up there and just shoot at the lions that are down.
The pergola?
Yeah.
Cupola, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. Anyways, all right. So Alpin, you're going to go through. Okay. Give me a smarts check.
Yes. Okay. Explode. 21.
Okay. It occurs to you, and apparently not to anybody else, that you going through this portal into the midst of a violent sandstorm has a very large chance of you getting disoriented and ending up wandering off into the sandstorm to possibly die or something like that. And that it occurs to you that it might be a good idea to maybe have some kind of a tether back to the portal so that doesn't happen.
Bruce, isn't it? Can't you see the portal? Like even if you close your eyes and such.
It's a sandstorm.
He's correct. No, yes, you are correct. That is possible.
So you can't really get that disoriented.
You're the first person who's ever thought of that is regarding being in a situation where you can't see well. So unless your character Mark actually says, "Hey, I just had a thought," because none of you were thinking about this. Okay, as far as I could tell. So
all right.
Alpin may, but even so, there's very strong winds as you were experiencing before. So it's up to you what you want to do. If you want to just go and do your best.
I want to grab a spike and a cable and basically drive the spike into the ground right outside the portal and hook to it like it's climbing gear. Tether it to a harness.
Okay, so you're going to put
you're going
to pound the spike into the ground. You're going to attach a cable to it, and are you going to just pay it out as you go, or what's the plan?
Yes, play it out as I go.
All right. So, okay. So you go through and give me an agility check. Dex check.
Okay. 12.
It's a very good check. All right. So yes, you managed to do exactly what you said. You pounded the spike. You you attach the cable to it, and you attempt to find the land vehicle by basically dead reckoning, because you literally cannot see anything out here.
Nobody's mentioned that there's this crazy ass sandstorm going on.
We knew the sandstorm
Yeah,
was
we
gonna
did.
happen.
Well,
we
I know,
knew it
but
was
this is
going
12
on.
hours later.
We came back covered in
I made a
soot.
comment about it
Yeah.
when they
Yes.
came back.
Yeah,
I
they
saw
came
them
back through the
covered in
portal, and
sand.
they had sand basically falling off all over the sides, and they had like their cheeks were bright red from the impact of the sandstorm.
Why are we going back then?
Plus,
I
All
don't
right,
know.
so
plus
Alpin,
Valentina the tent.
okay, give me a smarts check.
Okay.
Oh, boy, once.
No, not snake eyes, please.
No, a 10.
Nice.
10. Okay. All right. Okay, so you go in the various direction, and with some minor corrections needed, you get to the end of it, you don't find it. You try it, back up a bit, try again to the right or the left. You do eventually find it without any real problem. Okay, it's you basically trip over one of the guy wires. And it's holding down. You probably hear the sound of the wind rattling and the sand rattling against the solar panels, but it's really hard to hear it over the sound of the wailing of the wind. Anyways, you see on your arm, there's actually like there seems to be like stuff stuck all over your protective suit. That essentially that metal fibers and things like that were in either on the ground or in animals or whatever has been flung by this wind and has actually embedded itself in your protective gear.
Mm.
Have also been bouncing off of your helmet. So yeah, it would have been very unpleasant to be caught out in this. But you do find it. You get over to the vehicle. Like I said, you really can't see it very well, and you're going to attempt to yell to. You don't see anybody on the outside, by the way. You can't really see anything at all. But I'm just saying is that you haven't like tripped over anybody who was hiding, or if they're there, they're dug in under the ground or something. They don't seem to be underneath the vehicle directly. So how are you going to try to communicate with them?
I'm going to take the pommel of my dagger and hit it 3 sharp times against the vehicle.
Okay. All right.
And then I'll wait a few seconds and hit 3 more sharp times.
Okay. All right. All right. Give me a nose check.
Notice.
Notice. This is actually a hearing check.
$21.
Whoa.
Okay, you hear some banging back. I mean, you can feel it, and then sometime like about a minute after that, you hear what sounds to be like some kind of a clanging sound. Like something metal is being banged on or something like that. Sort of like a gong or something.
Okay.
All right. Do you wish to go in that direction?
Yes.
Okay. So you go in that direction, and basically you can see light pouring out of an opening on the on the travel trailer. Apparently they opened a hatch of some kind, and you come over, and they reach out towards you. A bunch. I mean, these guys have 4 arms each, so somebody's like reaching out and trying to grab you. Are you going to let them do that?
I will let them do it.
Okay. They grab you. They let go of you. And immediately, and then about a minute goes by, and then they reach out again, and they grab you, and then they pull you in, and they basically pull you into the belly of the thing. Apparently, there is they're all packed in there together. The soldiers and such, including Proctor Krenelin, and they're all just kind of laying there in a fairly small, maybe 3 foot high area. So they pull you in, and one of the guys basically is, he's got a pair of gloves on, and he takes off the gloves, and you can and blood is just coating his hands, because apparently he grabs you, and he basically is like grabbing a porcupine, because you were pin cushioned with all those metal fibers. And when he grabbed your arms to pull you in, it basically punctured his hands. So he pulls you in, and he basically he lets you go, and then they close the hatch again. And you're in there with them. There is some light. They've turned a light on. You're all now inside, and
I'm like staying away from them a little bit so that the metal fragments don't pierce any of them.
Well, what they do is that they have a big, like leather blanket or something, like something you'd like wrap tools in or other, like that. Proctor Krenelin says, take this, wrap yourself in this, okay? No one wants to get poked by you. He says you're. See how smart. Make a smarts check here. Oh, he says, oh, you're Alpin, right?
Yes.
Because you're an alien. You don't look the same.
Yes, I'm Alpin.
Okay, so I take it that you guys came back because you thought the storm was over?
Well, we didn't know how long the storm would last. We were over there for 12 hours.
Well, you never know. I mean, it could last days, but I'm hoping not. I mean, it must have been a much bigger storm than I realized. I mean, it was pretty big. So,
well, they're waiting.
All we can do is hunker down until the storm passes.
Okay.
So,
I will check back with you again.
Do you? Well, I mean, now I'm glad to hear you are all okay, and I assume that the old lady is fine. The old lady is fine, right, Alpin?
Now we ate her. Sorry.
She is fine.
Oh, okay.
One question that
I didn't
do
go
have.
through the portal.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know.
One question that I do have. What
Yeah.
do you normally eat? Do you happen to have some rations that I can take back for her?
Oh, yeah, sure. No problem. And he goes and he waves at one of his men, and the guy goes over and he breaks open. It looks an awful like pemmican. It's basically like a kind of a fatty cake, with things inside of it, and he says this, this is probably better than she's used to. So here, take 3 of these, just in case it,
Okay.
that's a normal day's ration, especially if you're not doing anything. But it's and she's an old lady, so she probably won't eat more than a quarter of that. So that should be okay. You got water, right?
Oh yes, we have plenty of water.
All right. Well then, yeah, this will be good for her. So you're going back. You're gonna go back out there. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes.
He just shakes his head and says, "Well, I'm glad you're having a good time."
Oh, I didn't say it was a good time, but it needed to be done.
Okay. Yeah. All right then. I assume that you tied off your cables somewhere near where the entrance of the opening was, because otherwise
Yes.
they wouldn't have been able to close their hatch over the cable that was still been attached to you. So you go and climb out there and
right there on the end of the ship.
Right, and find the cable and reattach it to yourself, and then start pulling yourself in the proper direction. And by the way, you can, if you shut your eyes, you do see the the rainbow portal through your eyelids, because you're within 100 feet.
Okay.
So
all right.
It's
good to know.
It is good to know. That even if it's dark or pitch black or anything like that, as long as you're within 100 feet of the portal, you can find it. So, but outside of that, it fades almost instantly to just nothing. And so,
okay.
you make your way back to the portal, and you're going to go through it.
I am going to go back through.
All right, so you go through, and are the rest of you guys, have you been like just waiting around at the top of the ramp all this time, or?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm standing by
for a couple of minutes. So
yeah, he's been gone a while now. It's been a good. It's been a good half hour. He's been gone.
I'm worried.
You should have been. He could have been lost out there or something. But he was very well protected, so it's kind of like, well, he probably can just lay down on the ground, and we could decide whether we and just try to wait it out. Of course, assuming it doesn't run for days. But even if it does run for days, as long as he should be able to breathe okay.
Yes.
Inside that gear. So, anyways, so you one of the things, by the way, that was very strange for you, Alpin, was the fact is that while you were there, you saw this crackling, sheeting electricity all around you. It was almost like it was discharging, like the storm itself was electrified. It's one of the things that made it difficult to navigate it.
So it's like an electromagnetic sandstorm?
It's more like the sand itself is, because of its rubbing action, is causing discharges and things like that.
Oh, kind of like worm sign.
And it's got pieces of metal in it.
Yeah, it's got metal in it, but the sand itself is rubbing against other sands, or the actual physical action seems to be causing a charge to be generated, which then if it it's getting blown along, so like some of it's been generated suddenly discharges to the ground because it gets high enough. it's not like it's sitting in the air until it gets, then it does its stuff's going by. And if you hadn't been insulated, like being inside the suit, there's a good chance you would have been being shocked the whole way. So, yeah, that probably actually did happen to you when they reached out to grab you and pull you in. There was probably, well, you didn't feel it, but the guy probably felt it trying to pull you in. But he had bigger
Probably why
problems
his
with the fact.
hands jerked back in.
Yeah, he probably had bigger problems with the fact that his hands were being pincushioned. So anyway, yeah, this guy comes through and he's just literally, it's like he's covered with needles. It's just he's pin. He literally looks like a giant pincushion, and the just dark and shards of various kinds are just stuck all over him. He's just
Does anyone have a big magnet?
Not on the Fringepath. Fringe magnets don't work on the Fringepath.
No magnet.
Oh, that's right.
But you do look entertaining.
But you could take the suit off, maybe, and carefully so you don't hurt yourself.
I'm just gonna go over to him and
Definitely gonna do that, but I'm going to hand Grandma some food first.
Oh, okay. All right. So she takes it and she says, "Thank you, thank you, youngster. You have served your elders well." And then she goes over and she opens up and she says, "Oh, this looks good." And she starts eating it. Nom, 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 nom. Oh, it's just the way my grandmother used to make it.
How cute.
She's already a grandmother.
Can I try sampling what one of those is? Like,
sure.
Bishop wants to look at one and see what this look a piece of it and figure out what it's composed of. And
okay. I guess it looks like it's got something like sinew in it, and it's greasy looking. It's got some kind of a meal in it, but it's got some flaky bits that are kind of shiny.
So like pieces of metal.
Yeah, like pieces of metal, like ground up pieces of metal.
Interesting.
Assuming Alpin is still wearing his suit, I'm gonna go over to him and pull one of the spines out, like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stuck in him. Oh, let's see.
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, about half. It's stuck in him about half an inch.
Cool. You're not getting this back, and I walk off with it. Just walking away with it.
I'm sure he's got plenty.
Oh yeah, there's literally thousands of these pieces of metal stuck all over him.
I like collecting random bits and bobs. All right.
Yep, there you go. Yes, and if it was magnetic, it isn't now.
All right, time to get out of the turnout suit carefully.
All right, okay. Yes, get out of the firefighting gear carefully, and first thing you're going to do is shuck the air supply, and you notice that the air supply has these things stuck all the way through the rubber hosing. So you were able to. I mean, it didn't keep you from breathing using it, but it if you were actually using the oxygen, which you didn't have to use because there's enough filtration available in the suit to do that. But I'm just saying is that it looked like you're definitely going to need to replace the breathing tubes from the tank, so this suit's probably gonna be trashed.
Put in a work order.
Well,
we can put in a work order. We got spares.
There's 9 more. Okay, but I'm just saying is that you're gonna need to put it someplace, mark it for basically being recycled or discarded or something. It's probably not worth repairing.
How long are these metal spines?
Recycle.
Oh, no more than an inch.
I was just curious.
So like I said, because they embedded himself half their distance into his suit. Not all
Well,
of them. Some of them are
guys,
smaller. Some of them are only like 1/8 of an inch. Some of them are a quarter. You know, they vary. They're not all uniform.
Then once the sun is
Proctor
up, I'm
said
just gonna
this
look at it just for the fun of it.
sandstorm.
Yeah, but
The
they're very,
proctor
very
said
sharp.
this
They're literally like
sandstorm.
needles. So yeah.
The proctor said the sandstorm could last up to a couple of days.
Wow.
Yes, that's correct.
Huh.
So you
Well,
guys
And
are gonna
believe
have
me,
to.
it's still
You
going
guys are gonna
strong.
have to keep checking the condition before you can
Do we
actually
wanna-
go back.
do we want to head to Earth Prime?
No, it's like an hour away, so we can if we're going to stay here like another 12 hours.
Well, he said it could take days.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So Grandma
They're
can see
hoping
Earth
it
Prime
won't.
then.
Yeah, that's what I would do, and we could introduce her to IDET.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll ask Grandma if she
Are-
wants to go see our homeworld.
She says, yeah, does it look different than the where we just were?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess. As long as
All
it
right,
doesn't get me
very
into
good.
trouble with Proctor Kremlin.
It shouldn't.
I don't see
Okay.
any reason why you would.
Yeah. Of course, if she comes to work for you, it does. He doesn't. He's not important anymore.
Hey,
The proctor did ask about you, Grandma.
He
Wanted
did.
to make sure you were okay.
Yes, he wanted to make sure
he's
that
a
you
good
were
boy.
okay.
He's very well respected. I mean, his family is is part of the upper echelon.
Oh, is he?
Hmm.
Yeah.
And he
Proctor,
sent me
after all.
with extra ration. He
Can you
sent me with
explain
extra rations
his
for
name
you.
with percent? Sorry, go ahead.
No.
You said
No, it's like asking somebody why are they named Higglebottom.
Well, I just wasn't sure if that was a normal naming convention.
It's a very old name, actually. It's a name that's been around for a long, long time.
Interesting.
besides, the more Grandma sees of the Fringepath, the better we are. So.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to stop it here. It's 10:46, and
Okay.
you guys, if you guys want to take her back